Well, hello everyone. Hello. I totally forgot I had my phone up. My apologies. How we all doing tonight? We doing fantastic? Oh, we're doing fantastic. Give me 1 second, because we've got a couple of special guests on tonight who are going to be helping me continue and hopefully finish the Turkey Tom drama story that started back about 2 weeks ago. Oof. God, what has happened to society? What has happened to society? This is. Oh my God.
That's a good question.
Oh, that is a very good question. So, first, I want to introduce the lovely and always fantastic Suki. Say hello.
Hello.
And we've got a special guest here on tonight. Joining me for the first time is Killer J 1989.
Hey, hey, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So what was it? I ran into you in the Ape and Eric community.
Yeah.
So now tonight we got a very crazy, crazy set of videos. Oh God. Oh. Oh, I am not
You asked
prepared
for
for this.
crazy when you brought me on.
I'm not prepared for any of this. Not even a little. I'm not
You're
prepared.
never prepared for my craziness usually. Now he
Oh,
has two.
oh no. Oh, I fucked myself. Oh, I,
You remember the craziness from when I from that one topic. Forget rain.
I
Oh,
do. Oh, I do. I remember. It was
you remember the RTU stream we did?
oh yeah, when I was responding to him and he decided to be a prick.
No, the first one.
Uh the first one I did was with Coalfire and Adam, and that was the same one where I went on to roast the living hell out of Triton.
Well, remember I also was like there now roasted hell at RTU.
Oh boy,
Oh
I heard R2.
yeah, there's been a long running battle with me and RTU for about 2 years now. About 2 years.
Remember, one of the lies I said was he has a degree in cucketry.
No, that was iDubbbz. That was iDubbbz who
Oh,
said
I
that.
don't. Oh yeah, my brain doesn't work, so I don't remember much.
Well, I mean,
I
RTU
just
is a
remember
cuckold,
the
so
street.
I will say
Well,
RTU
I
is a
remember
cuckold.
I just remember one thing is like I kept roasting somebody, and I had to leave because we weren't getting anywhere because my burns just kept going.
So
It
iDubbbz
feels like
was
he's the easiest person.
repeat that.
I said it feels like RTU specifically is the easiest person to roast.
He is. He has got to be
Mhm.
the easiest fucking person to roast ever.
Oh yeah, I remember one of the lines was like, "Keep the chickens away from him."
Oh God, there was something else you said about him. I don't remember what it was, but it pissed him off, which was funny. So,
Oh, what did he say about it?
well, he always resorts to my lips. Like he keeps talking about my lips, like as if he wants to kiss me, which is fucking weird. He is a fucking weirdo. But he wants to call me like a sex pest and all kinds of crazy shit when he's acting all kinds of fucking weird towards women, especially trans women, which is even funnier because he fucking followed one around at a Walmart, filming her, breathing heavily and giggling the whole time. I don't know, kind of like
I
a
wouldn't. It's,
predator.
I don't know. As a trans woman, I wouldn't want him following me like that.
The fucking weirdo.
No.
But
No, thank you.
and then what was it?
Uh,
Last week he drops the K slur for Jewish people, but claims he's ultra progressive. Oh shit! Oh, you just can't make this shit up, man. Oh, I love that background.
Oh, are you talking about the Legend of Zelda?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Wait, is that a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom?
It's just Hyrule Fields. I don't know if it's specifically from any of them, but I would assume that it's probably from Breath of the Wild.
I never finished it.
Oh my
Although Tears of the Kingdom released on my birthday.
Oh wow.
It is
Just
it is a fantastic game to play. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but from 8-Bit Eric, I am a Nintendo slut.
the only Nintendo consoles I've ever owned was the original DS, the DSi, the 3DS, the Game Boy Advance, and the Switch.
God damn it! Of course he's got the Switch.
I haven't. I thought about getting the Switch 2 just for just the exclusive FromSoft game it's gonna have the Dusk Bloods. But when I heard about all the stuff about the Switch 2, I was like, I'm good. I like to own my games.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like for owning your games, it's not really a thing for any of them anymore, except for GOG.
I own my 360 games that I play on my Xbox, but I need to get a new Xbox because mine just doesn't want to work anymore. And I have a PS2. I also need to get that fixed.
Was
I would
that?
steer clear of DK abilities.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I remember that. I remember that.
And you know what makes me feel old is when I ran into kids in online games and they don't know what a memory card is.
Oh God,
So Coalfire
that's when
says
you
it's
know you're getting old.
oh, I feel
That's when
that.
you know you're old because my first two consoles was a PlayStation 1 and 2.
Oh man,
So Coalfire says in the chat, Nintendo sucks
It,
since the Wii U came out.
I honestly, I thought about getting like a Nintendo, like the flippable Nintendo 2DS, just to play Nintendo DS games again because I did love a lot of DS games.
I just, I never cared for the DS. I've never really cared
I
for
loved
a
it.
lot of Nintendo products anyhow. The last one I like avidly played was the Wii. Yeah, it was the Wii. And it was always Wii
My grandma
Bowling.
had a Wii, but it wasn't specifically mine. My grandma had it as the family console, so it belonged to like the family. So I never specifically owned the Wii, but I did play it a lot.
he already came in and just threw this whole conversation for a loop.
Oh
Well,
no,
that's
you're
kind of
not the
how
first.
this is kind of how the show starts. Is we get in, we talk for
You
a little
know,
bit, and then we get into the subject. Which give me a second.
ask Tibbs how many times I've defrauded conversations.
I'm going to turn that off because in the future it allows me to hear the
Because you,
microphone in real time, but it doesn't. It's got like a weird sort of delay. So like I'll speak and then I'll hear the microphone maybe like a 10 milliseconds later. It's just enough of the delay that it screws with my hearing. So it makes me feel like I'm slurring my words. Which I know I haven't been drinking because I don't drink and celebrate, especially because I heard that the Super Bowl had one of the worst halftime shows of all time.
Weren't they supposed to have Green Day? Because I feel like
No,
somebody
they
said they were supposed to have Green Day.
no, they got Bad Bunny. That's who they brought. Like that was picked from the
Oh
start.
my God.
Apparently, he's saying in Spanish the vast majority of the time. I'm like, well, he's a Spanish singer. What did you expect? Apparently, he Apparently, he danced "quote unquote" very inappropriately for NFL standards. And apparently people didn't like the music. I was like, well, what did you think was gonna happen?
I'll say this, man. I'm too damn old. I have never heard of the Bad Bunny, and I just don't know if it would appeal to me.
I remember when he was brought into WWE to do a few things, and he was okay, but I was more annoyed at the fact that he's a prick. For example, a fan wanted to take a picture with him, right? The fan walked up to him, pulled their phone out, and go to ask to take the picture. He grabs the phone out of their hand and chunks it right into the ocean. And then flipped the person off and walked away. And I was like, fuck you. You make musicians look terrible.
Oh God, yeah. Like if you're gonna do that to your own fans, like you don't deserve to have fans.
I'm like, I would have understood.
Yeah.
Like, I would have understood if the fan had like threw the phone right at his face and he's walking with his entourage and suddenly his phone comes out of nowhere and he slaps it and it goes into the ocean. Then I would have understood because it's like, well, the fan threw the fucking phone in his face. What did you think was going to happen? He doesn't know what it is because he can't see it. Like stuff like that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be nice to your fans or don't have fans at all.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Because that's a great way to just lose all your fans.
That's just a great way to make people not like you, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like him, because he's a prick behind the stage, openly a prick too. Like not even closeted prick. He's openly a prick.
Maybe he's trying to speed run losing fans or speed run losing his career.
Be running something. So I think we've delayed this fucking up.
Yeah, and you have two people that derail conversations. Have fun staying on track for this stream.
I could tell already. This is going to be very entertaining. So, in case I guess I got to explain this. In case anybody here is new, which I really doubt any of them here are watching are new, but if you had saw the last part, Turkey Tom was, oh God, no, coal fire, no.
What did Kofar say?
He wants to join. I said no, not this time.
Yeah, you would have three people derailing the conversation.
I've got a limited amount of time that I can do this, so I have to make it quick. So, for those of you who were not here the last time, we were going over the Turkey Tom drama, where Turkey Tom was accused by two of his ex-girlfriends of sexual assault, battery, rape, and physical violence, being a terrible boyfriend, refusing to work with them, and being a total narcissist. And we were halfway through his video where he was showing the evidence proving that that was not the case. And so
you're already halfway through this video right now, right?
Yeah, at this point we're halfway through, because that's where we ended. Because we had a very, very, very long stream going over the initial allegations, and also because I had to make fun of RTU. Because we
had to throw that in.
Because the guy literally had a mental breakdown about me and 8-Bit Eric while he was building Legos instead of playing, what the fuck is the name of that game again that he kept saying he would play? I really don't remember.
Me, what game I was playing?
No, it was,
Yeah, I think
I was playing Dark.
It's,
what was that?
It starts with an S.
That from
playing Dark Souls Remastered.
Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was Sekiro.
I was playing Dark Souls, and I was like, and you asked me what I thought about something, and I was like, everything I hear is another Silver Knight dying by getting stabbed in the ball.
that was something she said.
Mind you, I'm using a great sword.
That was something she said.
It's like I was like it's like I think it's really stupid, and each stupid thing I hear is another Silver Knight dying. They get parried, and then they get stabbed in the balls. They fall over, then their body just disappears because they died so hard that their body couldn't stay physical. They just turn to dust.
My question is, what is he trying to accomplish by playing a game that's going to frustrate him to no end? Like, how, I mean, other than people coming in, watching, and laughing at him because he keeps dying every 5 minutes, what was the point of that stream?
Apparently, it was
I
a
mean,
member stream.
me and him were both playing from.
Oh, well.
Both playing FromSoft games, but I was playing a different From Software game. I was playing Dark Souls 1, he was playing Sekiro. The game's called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but he died far more than twice.
Yeah, well,
I guess I'll give him his only compliment.
oh god.
Compare him and Phil. I think that Dickers could actually beat the game versus Phil.
I don't believe that for a second.
I mean, it might take like 2 years, and I'll have to watch Fighting Cowboys in order to get his, to get where he needs to go. But
that made me gag.
You know what's something that Archie probably can never do? Platinum Bloodborne like I have.
Oh god.
I have every trophy on PlayStation for Bloodborne.
you have bigger balls than I do.
Yeah.
I've also almost platinumed Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. The only FromSoft games I haven't been is the Armored Core series, Sekiro, Demon's Souls Remake, and Dark Souls 2. Those are the only ones I haven't actually completed.
Well, got more balls than I do. Anyways.
Enough about FromSoft games. Time to get to Turkey Tom and his goofy haircut.
So before, I know you've already got halfway through the video, but I had something I wanted to say. This is how I feel about the whole situation. At least at this part, if you're already halfway through, I'm going to give you a small idea that he kind of brought it on himself. Like, when you're watching the video and she keeps saying the R word, it's like, come on, dude.
I would say I'm on kick. So.
Like,
oh yeah, she kept saying the N word.
Oh yeah, she said the N word too.
So I mean, okay, so I'm not sure how kick works, so I'm trying to watch my P's and Q's.
So with kick, you have more freedom to say what you want. It's YouTube that acts weird, but on YouTube, I'm pretty much open. Like, yeah, you can say, as long as you're not dropping slurs or like threatening to murder people, I don't really care too much what you say. Because if it really gets bad enough, I have the editing skills to censor it.
Exactly. But the thing is he already saw the flags there. Like when this person refers to intercourse as rape, there's a problem. Like I'm too goddamn old to be dealing with a shit like that. Like, come on. And just looking at the whole situation, like he kind of knew, he kind of brought it on himself to a certain extent. So, in my opinion, there's the blame on both parts, primarily on hers. But let's continue the video and let's get some more ideas.
Like my standpoint, I left off was that this is a prime example, and Cutcast, who I got to help with the clips and everything, talked about it. Is this put back a lot of real victims, a lot of real male and real female victims of sexual abuse and rape have now just got set back again. Here's another prime example of false allegations ruining real victims' lives. Real people like me who's been sexually assaulted, and I'm going to be looked at as a liar because of people like her. Because think about it, I don't have names or anything. I don't have any video evidence. I have nothing. So why should you believe me? Especially when she used, especially cropped text messages and photos and spawned narratives that weren't true. And so for me,
But here's the difference.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Here's the difference between you and a female. To you, it's embarrassing. And chances are you're going to want to scrub it clean. And that's just how guys work. Like, we don't want anybody to know about stuff like that. We don't want that stuff to be out in the public. So we're going to get rid of it and remove it as quickly as possible. Whereas certain females, especially, some of the younger generation, are really bad about putting their business out there in public, like trying to shame you, even though in his case, he really didn't do anything wrong per se. So, I mean, it's kind of like a rules for thee, but not for me kind of thing.
Right. Like I'm like an exception to that because I'm the kind of person that have an open book. Sometimes a little too much to my detriment. But my philosophy that came with that was I saw how many people held secrets, didn't talk about certain things, and then when it came out, boop, their whole career gets destroyed. Whereas me, everything's out in the open, so you can't. So if you do use it, it's like, yes, I did talk about that. So what? What? It's not like it's a crime, right? Did I commit a crime? Did I commit a civil felony? No. Then what are you talking about? Why do you care? Are you obsessed with me? Are you dickers? Do you want to ride my dickers? Is that what's happening? Like,
Thieving.
they're coping. He's coping. He's seizing because he's felt it and he's gay.
No, he's
Steve
fucking
from
bald.
Minecraft would like to have a word with his exes.
He's bald.
He's gay. He's fat. He's old. He's felt it. Here's my personal sound effect, real quick. You're gonna hear me use this one a lot.
Dumbass, you're a dumbass. You're great.
That's been like
For me, I don't know what. I don't know why, but it always sounds like at the end, you're Greg. So I always just say you're Greg.
So the song is called "Dumbass." It's from God, Dean Richards. No, not Dean Richards. Steven, I forget his last name. And the full course goes, "You're a dumbass. You're a grade A, number one, bona fide first class." He goes, "You're a dumbass, and you'll be one all your dumbass life." And that's exactly how it goes. And
But since
so
it cuts off, it sounds like you're saying you're Greg.
So Discord only allows you to use, for the basic version of Discord, you're only allowed to use like 5 seconds of a clip. So I had to cut off the part where he says grade A because the A was too long. But it gets my point across that anytime I play that, I think you're a dumbass. Whatever you said or did, to me, it's hilarious and it's gotten me over. Especially on Epic or Trash, that was one of the most popular sound effects. Was that one, and this one you'll hear right here. Yes, that's right. That is the Dickers cope clap you're hearing. You have no idea how long I spent having to cut his fucking voice out to get it. It was rough.
Bleep,
That dude.
bloop, blop.
Well, I mean, it may not have been too bad because, I mean, he is the king of dead air.
Look, that was the one clip that I could find that actually had most of his voice cut out. At the end, where you hear me do a straight cut off, that was when he was talking about, I think he was wanting to fight Eric or so. Oh, that was when he said that Eric should never see him in person because he would deal with him or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck you think you are, Tony fucking Soprano? You're fucking fatter than him. You're a 400-pound fucking land monster that married a homunculite. You blinded your daughter. And the only reason why I ever bring this up, by the way, is because that motherfucker took a shot at my father, who's been dead for 22 years. He made fun of the fact that my father was a wrestler, right? Talking about how much of a whip and a job boy he was. And that pissed me off more than anything else. Because my father was far from a fucking job boy. And he knew that would piss me off. So now he gets upset whenever I talk about his daughter. I'm like, well, you know what? Yep, took it there. I fucking defended you on the daughter stuff for the better part of a year, but you decided you wanted to talk shit about my father. You're now going to pay the price. And he talked about how he wanted to strike me, right? So I sent them all a warning because the guy that I work for, that Suki and Kofar work for, his name is Adam. Everyone knows it. He owns the company that I work for that runs my channels. Not only do we have a contract with Google that will protect any of my videos, if he attempted that shit, he would have an army of lawyers looking to sue his ass the moment he did it. He will be in deep fucking shit if he tries anything like that. And that's why he won't fuck with me, because he knows I'm not joking. I will take his ass to fucking court. I will drag his ass down here in Georgia, and I will sue him for every fucking thing he's got. I'll kick him out of his damn house. I don't care.
You father.
Hey, you know something else, just in case he's listening?
Oh, I know he's listening.
Killer J has sexier man boobies than you are.
Oh,
Put your damn shirt.
Oh.
Did you just say KJ?
Stop fucking around.
Oh. God damn it.
Oh my God.
Well, I was going to eat, but never mind. I'm not going to eat now. God damn. That's fucking disgusting. I didn't want to think about his fucking mantees that hang down to his fucking knees. Do your tits hang low, do they wobble to it? So, can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow?
I can't tie him into a train.
Oh, what? Oh, come on. Why are you going to be disrespectful to the train conductor? This guy doesn't need to see that shit.
I mean, he might make a pretty good bumper for it. I mean, come on. Just in case it's an accident, just put him on front. Here, back.
I can see that. Him hitting like a train hitting the car, right? And his blubber bounces the car off the rails.
His blubber bounces the train off the rails, the train wrecks.
You know what makes it even funny real quick is I'm going to finish this up. Here's the thing.
Actually start the video.
Let's start the video. I'm going to finish this off with saying that I find it hilarious that some of his dents have tried to befriend me ever since me and Eric have really been working net and net together. And some of them have attempted to take me down and have failed fucking miserably. Like Once Two Cents, who started all this drama, by the way. It was him and the Jostler, because they took what Doom Mama said and spun it into a narrative that I was attempting to violate her on Discord. Explain how I'm supposed to rape somebody on Discord real quick. That's a rhetorical question, by the way.
Yes, today's generation, there's a thing called e-rape. Essentially.
Now we're talking about 40-year-old grown men here. One of them who's a teacher, by the way, and the other one's an IT professional. Make that make sense.
I was today years old when I learned what a pansexual was from my Discord, and I don't know who it is who come up with that idea, but non-slick skillets just do not appeal to me.
Well, what pansexual is that it's bisexual.
Oh God, that's a joke.
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the joke because
I'm very
oh God damn it! I forgot. She's one of those autistic kind of people. She doesn't understand what sarcasm is, but she's very sarcastic. Her and Coalfire, as you're going to learn, weaponize autism. And they weaponize autism. Hers is purely chaotic. She destroys everything inside. But Coalfire, he is specific on who he will target. There's a reason why he has 59,000 girlfriends in his basement. I'll put it that way.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's a picture we have where it's like never ask Cole for how many girlfriends he has. The original picture was never ask a North supremacist about the race of his girlfriend. I had him change it to never ask Cole for how many girlfriends he has.
Okay.
How could he afford that many women? Like, I've been married for 10 years. Like, somebody needs to tell me either I'm not prioritizing my money correctly or something. But
You're
God,
not you're not weaponizing autism. That's the problem. He weaponizes his autism. You gotta weaponize your autism, and it starts by taking Tylenol 5 times a day.
Yeah, you gotta upgrade your autism. You gotta. It's like a level. It's a level stat. You gotta put all your points into autism.
I'm still clipping this. I'm clipping all this portion and posting it. The co-fire exposed.
I'm like chaos incarnate. My autism goes everywhere.
It attacks everything in sight. Everybody gets hit. Like, even if you did nothing wrong and you said nothing the entire time, you will catch a stray just because you felt like it.
Just because he breathed, he existed.
I can't say that I'm autistic, but I hang out with Furious Dan and Toasty with the Mosty, so I do have a slight case of retardism.
No, I will be honest. Like, now you got me off sidetrack again. God damn it. So here's the thing.
You're welcome.
Oh, ha. So here's the thing, right? Toasty, I'm good with. I have no problems with her whatsoever. She's a very sweet person. I feel so awful for her that she got screwed out of monetization from YouTube. Did she ever get it back?
She did, finally.
Okay.
She did.
I wasn't sure, because otherwise I was going to ask Adam if there was a possibility we could step in and help her. The person, like Furious Dan, and you can ask Coalfire about this, I do have a problem with. And it's because that motherfucker decided to ban me, but kept Triton, which I'll tell you the story real quick. I used to be the editor for Triton during the Raven cast. Coalfire was a part of it. And Triton refused to pay me for my work, so I exposed him. He turned around and made a bullshit hit piece video calling me a pedophile, a rapist, and a murderer, and claimed that.
I remember.
Yeah, and said that my father, who you see in my camera, you can't see on Discord, but you can see in the live stream, my father right there, he said that wasn't my father, and that I lied about my family history, and I'm a fucking nobody who should shoot himself. Yes, he said that. And yes, he has told me to kill myself multiple times and physically threatened. Yeah.
I remember because I was looking at the Discord and I was like, damn, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, he was getting confronted because he is currently hosting a guy named Glitch who loves Lolicon and said he loves looking at big quote unquote figures of characters that look like children getting fucked, end quote.
We need to change KYS.
And fucking Furious Dan defended him by fucking kicking me out and keeping him in there.
Yeah, I think he's gone now.
I don't fucking believe it. I need a screenshot to see that. Because I'm like this.
You'll have to decide.
I'm not mad at you. I just want to make this clear. I'm not mad at you. I'm not saying you're a liar. I just don't believe Furious Dan. And the only reason why Triton is an 8-Bit Eric server is because he's been behaving himself lately. Because he knows that if he posts some shit, Eric is more than happy to make all of this public on his channel too. Because Eric has told him multiple times to knock his shit off and stop fucking with me. Because he tried to get Eric involved one time, and Eric told him Timbs is his own fucking person, and if he drug him in, he would have a very fun time dealing with Eric. Because if he thought I was bad, Eric's even funnier. Because Eric doesn't hold back. As we know, Eric does not hold back. He will tell you exactly what he thinks of you. And that's why
the entire hold back.
the entire stream yesterday was nothing but Dickers. And he's pissed off at Dickers again.
Yeah, because I should have called this the fucking Dicker stream. I should have left the RTU
Hey,
part in
Timbs,
this
do you think
stream.
I hold back?
Oh, I didn't say you hold back. I'm just talking about because you haven't really interacted with Ape and Eric, so you have no real clue as to how he is, and that's just simply because you haven't interacted with
I
him.
also never really interacted with Trine too much. All I know of Trine is what you've told me of him, even though I was here before Trine
Which is
and still
funnier.
here after him.
You're one of the. She's one of the first few founding members of the Timbs cast. Besides Coldfire, Adam, me, and one other guy that I will not mention here because he's a prick. She's actually one of the first few moderators and admins of my Discord server back when it was called the Band and Damned of JKB. Yes, that was the original name of the Discord server. And yes, it was because I was pissed off at JKB for deciding that I was some kind of predator with no evidence.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, pissed off a lot of his mods who joined my server. They got mad at me about that. I was like, hey, it's my server. I'll call it whatever I damn well please. I'm like, if I could get away with it.
The thing about JKB.
Go ahead.
I would say the thing about JKB is he's a fucking snowflake. Like, he changes with the wind. Like he just gets a wild hair up his ass and changes his mind for nothing. Like when they started doing the whole locale live with Review Tech, it was just it's cringy as hell. No,
Locale Tech Talk, which is what started Tim's Tech Talk. which people did really come to my chat. They came for more drama than tech news, which kind of sucked because I actually enjoyed doing a lot of tech talk. I love talking about technology. I am studying to get into the IT world. I know a good bit of like fixing computers, software development, stuff like that. Although I can't really write a script to save my life, I can like read one and figure out what it does. Because I've like done so much research and understanding different languages and how they function. Well, that's just me being a nerd. I should have the soundbite of Homer going nerd.
Don't ask me about Dark Souls lore. I would never shut up.
Nope, no, you wouldn't. So
I'm a nerd when it comes to that.
All right, we've delayed, so I'm fucking it up. All right, for this portion of the video, AJ, this is where you're going to cut to start the clip. So we're going to continue on from where we left off with the turkey talk drama. Gonna have fun clipping around this. All right, let's start the video. Let's start the video now.
In the mirror, you deadass look like the Hulk compared to me. Now, one thing to note here is that at no point does she express that the videos were taken without her consent. Once again, I just want to have that hammered down here. On October 19th, she texted me saying,
So at this portion, right, he's talking about how she claimed that he illegally recorded their sexual encounters, and at least according to the text messages, that's not the way that came off at all. It sounded like she intentionally wanted him. Because if I'm not mistaken, in the previous text before that, she asked him to go buy the stupid Meta Ray-Ban glasses that allow you to record whatever your glasses see. So record them having sex. It's like, what the fuck? See, like,
this whole situation.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like,
this whole.
Let's one more time. I was going to say, when I was dating my ex, I made jokes about it, but I never fucking did it. And we never did it. We never did stuff like that. But we made jokes about it because we made fun of people who did.
The whole thing is with her, you know, specifically doing this shit to him now, it's just clout chasing. That's all it is. Like, the whole thing with Becky Boop, like, she's a nobody. Like, she has no personality. And the only reason why anybody paid her any attention is because she was involved with Dickers. But I mean, this is the same scenario. Like, she's trying to get famous.
That's honestly what I think. And Slideboy does have a video talking about it as well that I want to get to. So if we have to skip over parts, because mainly the part I think that really should be talked about is the phone call itself. Because Slideboy has a few interesting points that I think we should get to as well.
Needs my milk right now. She then says, I miss my perfect jacked boyfriend, and that night she sends me nudes. At 10 p.m., she sends me a photo of a guy with a clock in his hand and says, I need that dick. On October 21st, I sent her a bicep photo.
That's a guy
Oh
from
my
Fortnite.
god! Look, I look at his biceps and great. And you look at his stomach, no six pack whatsoever. And what the fuck is this? What is this? What are you trying to build a trail down to your crotch? Shave that off. And shave your fucking armpits too. What the fuck, man? Do you not wear deodorant? What the fuck?
Well, at least they never skipped arm day.
I wonder about leg day though. I wonder about.
It's like
Could you-
Big B from
Could you
when he
imagine?
did that machine.
Could you imagine he has like a bulker upper body, right? And he has like a skinny lower half. It looks like the tank from Left 4 Dead. Like a short tank Left 4 Dead.
Mhm.
Horrible. I'm horrible. Oh, horrible me. I deserve some coke.
Well, man.
Oh.
Before, all right, back. You get sidetracked again.
Responds saying, you look good, Tom. I can't wait to suck your dick. She
Oh
says,
my
I
God.
love you. You're a great boyfriend. She then says, you never officially asked me to be your girlfriend, to which I say that we did. On October 23rd, there's proof we hung out that day. She then says, text me when you get home safe, and I say, I made it. She also texted me saying, I love when my bed smells like your
Send him a
mom's.
picture
On
of a
October
carpet.
24th, she says, good night. You're the
Yes, she did. Oh, God. I don't skip arm.
Good God.
The Coldfire says I don't skip
Oh.
arm or leg day. That's because you never fucking work out, asshole. Don't even start that with me, Coldfire. You're like 6 foot. He's 6'5", weighs like 200 pounds, and doesn't fucking work out, and he's skinnier than a damn toothpick. That's the part that pisses me off, is that I'm 5'9", 200 pounds, and I look like I'm a fat ass, but fucking Coldfire look like a damn skinny fucking toothpick that like looks like he eats a rice cake a year, but if you saw what he ate, you'd think he would wipe out 10 Chinese buffets and still be hungry. It's like, what the fuck? It pisses me off.
You know what the worst
and
part is that I'm 5'7", and I'm skinnier than a toothpick. You can full on grab underneath my rib cage.
So apparently with Suki, you could fart in the wind, she'd go flying.
And when I was 21, I was 94 pounds.
God damn.
God.
I call it bike and walk everywhere. Biking is not really exercise if you're biking to fucking work. Because your bike is not a workout bike, asshole. That doesn't count. If walking is cardio, it's not muscle building. Well, you do some muscle building with walking, but you don't climb up mountains or hills all the time.
Mountain
Asshole.
biking is more of an exercise than normal biking. If you want to exercise while biking with a normal bike, you gotta get mountain bike and go trailing.
Yeah, no, Coldfire, no, I'm not going to say what he does for privacy reasons. Well, Coldfire just says what he does because apparently Coldfire doesn't understand what privacy means. Anyways, let's continue.
boyfriend ever.
Hey,
October
what's that?
25th, she sends me a photo of herself in a deer outfit and says, meow, I miss Tom's big white dick.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Dear, oh.
Hey, this is the cringiest fucking video.
Like, hey, this is BWC.
Fucking kill me.
Night, she says,
You know
I'm going
the
to
worst
send you
part about
ass
this?
pics tomorrow. On October 26th, we've read this one before, but here she says, next time during our epic
That is
rape
scary.
time, you can tie me up. I say, you mean
Red flags. Red flags.
Well, the red flag
Red
the red flag right here is the fact that she said that she's gonna go see Creed on the 27th. That's the red flag for me right there.
I'm gonna say this: like, if you're gonna be, a normal male, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship like that. Like, he seems like a normal guy. Like, why do you want a girl that talks about being raped? That is just
Well,
like,
well,
That is cringe.
to be fair,
Bring him.
now to be fair to him, at the time when he had matched her, he had no clue about the fact that she has bipolar disorder. He figures that out about this point into the relationship. That's when she finally alerted him to that diagnosis, which I don't remember if he talked about it or not in the text messages, but he was made aware at that point. It was like, oh, that's not good. I had a girl, my ex girlfriend I was talking about. She had bipolar disorder, and I never really had many problems with it because she was also autistic too, which uh, made it a little funny when I pissed her off because she'd get mad and hit me. Because she's 5'2" and I'm 5'9", right? So I'd call her my pocket girlfriend. She'd get mad and hit me.
I have bipolar depression, is what the doctors told me.
I told her brought that stuff on myself, and oh god. Well, I'm just saying, if I die tomorrow, we all know who did it. Keyword: it wasn't Dickers.
that would require effort.
Yeah, that would require.
Wait, I'm shorter than you, Tibbs, right? You said you're 5'9"?
Yeah, I'm my father's height, 5'9".
I'm 5'7", so I'm shorter.
Oh, it's only like 2 inches. Which is, we all know it's the size of the Masucci micro. Oh, felt it.
That's what she said. It's only 2 inches.
He's felt it. Here you go, Dickers. Have some coat clap for that too.
We're being told Dickers. He sure is short. I mean, sure is small.
It's gonna piss him off when he hears that his own clapping sounds. That's hilarious.
Oh, it does. He hates it. Yeah, apparently on his Discord he bitches about that. I'm like, well, hey, you know what? It's public sound. I can use it. I figured out because one of the early Agano streamer deck things. That's the sound that came on it. That was the original clapping sound that came on it, which comes from an old TV show that has that same clapping sound. Now they use a different one. I forget the reason why. But as far as I'm concerned, since he uses it publicly on his stream, why can't I? And it's not like he owns the sound to it.
Nope.
So let's continue.
Sensual sex, and she follows it up by saying, "You know what I mean, Tom, rough sex." Once again, these are really weird.
Except for she didn't say rough sex, she said soft sex. So, because apparently she can't spell either. I can't spell, insane, talks about rape time. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, by the way, she knows you're famous. It's like, what could possibly go wrong? Do.
That look on his face, man. That look on his face right there when you paused, it says it all. He's like, God damn it. I got with this crazy bitch. I mean, I've had some crazy girls. I've had some crazy girls in my lifetime, but holy shit, this one takes the cake.
and the best part is if you're watching the stream, I'm taking a screenshot. And I'm gonna use it as a thumbnail. I'm the kind of jackass. I will take screenshots of funny faces. If you check my thumbnails on YouTube for it, I got some pretty funny faces of him. I'm an asshole, and I take I have some ones of 8-Bit Eric, and Eric was like, "You're a dick," because one of them I named the 8-Bit Eric blowjob face when he looked like he's getting a great blowjob. he got mad at me at that one. I'm like, I'm only doing it because I had him, Dickers, and JKB. JKB looking like a drug addict, and Dickers. You remember the Netflix documentary about his life in gaming and how his history collided with gaming, right? And changed the world of gaming, even though it did. You remember that video?
Yeah.
You remember the part where he goes, oh, into the microphone, and he closes his eyes and everything, and he goes, let's talk about man breast. I managed to pause it at a perfect moment and got a screenshot of him looking like he fell asleep at the microphone. and when I was putting together the thumbnail for the very first episode of Epic or Trash, because I didn't know what to call it at the time, and if you watch the video, you can hear someone who used to be my friend say, let's call it. He goes, let me use the same advice that we gave a YouTuber that we know. The guy's name is Glenn Fricker. Fantastic YouTuber. Very left-leaning, but he is Canadian. But I don't care too much about the political aspect because he's a audio and video engineer. Has been doing it for 30 years. And he's trained me to do a lot of the work that I do now. I credit him for a lot of the stuff I'm capable of doing now. What was it?
I think we're about an hour into this, and we have yet to cover most of the video.
No, we haven't. In there, the guy says epic or trash, and I was trying to figure out what we were going to do for a thumbnail, and so the night before I uploaded the video, I went over to an old wood cabinet that we stored our sewing machinery in, and I took a picture of myself doing the Rock's eyebrow with the one eyebrow raised up, looking down, because this is when I had the long hair, and I had an old white dingy T-shirt on, and it looked fucking great because it looked like I was staring at Dickers, going, "What the fuck?" That's the kind of thumbnails that I do, because I've noticed a lot of people love those thumbnails. Anyways, let's continue.
Just to be sending to someone that you now claim is sexually abusing you on a weekly basis. Now that evening, the evening of October 26th, we can see that I hang out at Rowan's house and I sleep over. Then there's a text that shows that I'm leaving and mentioned that I took my friend to the hospital. On October 27th, she says that she hopes I'm doing well. She loves
Oh my gosh, she called him a hot chud. I just caught that. That's the first time I've ever saw that. I never caught that until now. I just caught that. She called him a hot chud. Oh God.
People, their weird names for wieners.
Oh God.
I mean, at least she did call him a hot chode.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're like my
much. October
precious
30th,
widow
she says
hot
that we'll be
big
married
chode.
in 2 years.
Gonna spread some misinformation. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh no. Oh God. Oh God, look at this. We're gonna get married in 2 years, Tom. Yes. He was good at
That looked
epic.
nice. Perfect.
Good.
That's the other
And
face.
epic.
That face right there. Where's my screenshotting tool? There it is. Oh
Good and epic.
fuck! I don't even.
You said marriage?
Oh my God! I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to do anything to that. That's a perfect thumbnail right there.
You know what the worst part is? He was so close to saying epic and trash.
Oh man, so close.
He said good and epic.
Why?
Just switch epic around and put in trash.
Why so serious? Oh my God, Joker reference. Why so serious? Right there, Joker reference.
They're serious.
That would imply that she was cultured.
Oh no.
From what I'm seeing of this girl,
God.
I don't see anything cultured about her.
Oh God. Oh, I choked on my saliva. Oh God. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh God.
I wouldn't want her around my case though.
Oh God damn.
Behave yourself, white shoes.
Oh Jesus. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's keep
Not in
going.
front of my panda plushie.
Oh God.
October 31st at 12:30 in the morning, she texts me and says, I had a nightmare you broke up with me. Oh my God. She then says that I should cut a hole in my Batman suit for my dick. On October 31st in the afternoon, she says,
Oh
oh
my God.
Tom,
What the
I
fuck?
yearn for the big white.
She does, so she does know.
Cringe.
She does know. She is Batman cultured. Oh no.
I
How
just,
the hell did this get on YouTube, anyways?
because he posted it, and YouTube cleared it.
Oh,
He got millions of subscribers.
Because YouTube now uses their AI bots to check everything before your video goes up. And so that meant the AI bot went to this whole video with, it's perfectly fine, it's monetizable, and put up.
he only
Well,
says
no.
big dick like 500 times in the video. I mean, it's okay. Let's just pass it. He's got 1.6 million
My
subscribers.
big WC, it's like my big WC is YouTube bot approved.
Well, I guess that means he's got a bigger dick than Phil. Oh, the camera's on.
He has a bigger dick than YouTube. Apparently.
Oh, the camera's on. Oh, the camera's been on the whole time, huh? I didn't even know.
Oh, he's like, did you at least get good shots of my big BWC?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh
I have to
God.
make sure it looks good.
Oh my God. We're gonna speed up the video just a little bit. Just a little bit.
YouTube bot said. YouTube bot was like, YouTube bot approved.
YouTube bot approved. Let's continue.
White cock. On November 1st at 1:20 a.m., she says, up? No good night? I love you? Yeah, it's fucking over. I tell her that I'm falling asleep, and she says, you was madly in love with her and not me. I'm gonna kill myself. I tell her, good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my
and then say,
God.
do not say anything like that ever again. Now, for a little more context on this specific message and what she's talking about here, during our entire relationship, she was extremely insecure about the fact that before I was with her, I had lived with a girl, and she wanted me to basically show more commitment in the relationship than I was willing to show, as far as like moving physically closer to her. And at a few points, she suggested that we move in together, and I said, it's just too soon. We're not really ready for that. I don't think that makes sense after dating for just a few months to move in together. So that's the context of this. She would constantly bring up shit and compare herself to my ex or ex-sexual.
I got a nickname we could call him.
Oh God.
We could call him Rapey McForeskin.
God damn.
Rapey McForeskin. I didn't know McDonald's added that to their menu.
Oh God. we got another thumbnail. Got another one. God damn, this video's full of fucking.
And I don't think you're beating the monetization rules.
No,
You're not.
I'm gonna get monetized. I'm monetized on Kick right now, not YouTube. I don't think I'm gonna get monetized anytime soon on YouTube.
YouTube's like,
YouTube?
Oh, I am monetized on Kick. I'm not monetized on YouTube.
Are you streaming to YouTube though?
I do stream to YouTube from time to time. Well, the vast
Not right
majority of the time. No, tonight's just like a Kick only stream.
Okay, cool.
cool.
Oh,
So
God.
cool that it's a cold to the touch.
And we're moving on.
In general, but my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, don't say stuff like that. Like, I'm dating you right now. Stop worrying about this. So later on in the night, she texts me saying, mass is needed. I am such a sweet girl and have love in my heart for you. I know this. And this carries into the morning where she says, hi, my sweet love. The next day around noon, she says, sorry for being kind of bitchy. Let me know when you're on your way. I say that I've arrived. We take a photo in our Halloween outfits. And on November 2nd, I say that I made it home. And she says that she hopes that I have a good day. So we've now made it through the entire month of October. And there's no indication of any kind of abuse, any kind of mistreatment, or even really anything negative. But almost every single day, she says something about how she loves me, how I'm
Now, mind you, that was the entire month of October that he just went through. And he still has more messages to go over.
how everything is good,
Morbid
and she keeps sending me
cocks.
sexual stuff the entire time without me even asking. At the risk of belaboring the point, I do want to go through a few more messages just for the hell of it,
God
just so I
damn
can
it.
confidently show that she was extremely sexual the entire time
I still
and never
can't get
expressed any
over
reservations about the
his
sex we were
goofy
having.
off
On Wednesday,
haircut.
November 5th, out of nowhere, she texts me saying, "I'm trying to make you nut." I just don't respond. On December 12th, she
God.
sends me nudes
He
again.
needs
Kind of a weird
longer
thing to send
hair.
someone who apparently has sexual blackmail on you again, is it not? On December 24th, she says that I'm a sweetie pie. She's grateful for me. She wants to make me nut again, in her words, and she hopes
Oh.
Dude, you can see his fucking head just blowing up every time he says big dick. Like his ego is expanding. You can tell.
She wants that beat.
His head may be expanding, but his hair can't keep up.
Oh God! Oh
He's got early signs of male pattern baldness.
oh
You're
God!
bald.
Oh
Yeah, now that you think about it, it looks like like his head over his forehead is like actually there. It's just like kind of like he's hiding something.
oh God! Oh my God! Oh.
It just looks like that. It's like he just brushed it over. Like he brushed over his baldness.
You guys are horrible.
married for a long time. On January 2nd, she
tells
sends me
me
a
that
naked
you're
photo
gonna
of
have a
herself
hard
again,
time
unprompted.
talking.
And the morning of January 8th,
I know,
Rowan
right?
texts me saying that before she comes to visit me, she needs to know that my dick is working. Less than 36 hours later, I broke
What
up
the
with her.
fuck?
So as you can see, the texts don't lie. Rowan was blatantly
He's
the more
fucking
sexual one in
23,
the relationship.
close to
I produced
dick
evidence of
works.
this nearly every single week, and she didn't produce any because there isn't any. But apart from the idea that I filmed her without her
He's
consent,
like,
and apart from the
just
idea that I was a
making
sexually
sure
abusive
you don't
partner, she actually made some
have,
other claims as well. So another claim she made is that I encouraged her eating disorder.
Yeah, I told him very early on, like, hey, like, I've struggled with eating issues in the past and I'm kind of still trying to gain some weight and make sure everything's okay. And he would tell me, oh, I love how skinny you are. I like how small you are. You know, like, I love how your body is like skinny, and like just say all this
I mean,
stuff that was
how is
incredibly
that?
hard to hear.
How is that?
This is also a pretty serious claim, and if true, would undoubtedly make me a pretty fucked up guy. But it's
It's just.
How- I'm just saying, like, here's the thing. Like, women have to realize that men have preferences, and if you do not meet those preferences, we are no longer interested in you. Therefore, if you do not meet my expectations, I will not. I will not be meeting you to the door. If you catch my drift. Point is, he is allowed to have preferences, but the way that she's doing it is she's trying to act like he's trying to body shame her, which is clearly not the case. What we're about to see here.
Like she tried to make it seem like that he was forcing her to be anorexic, which, like he states right there, if it was true, would make him a very terrible person. Sure, it's not criminal, but it's fucked up. It's a very fucked up thing to mentally abuse your partner into being an anorexic person just because that's your preference. But as you stated before, we're about to find out, and as he showed, that's not true.
It's not true. Here, I directly discourage her eating disorder, even giving her advice on gaining weight, and I say starving yourself is.
She goes, yeah, it sucks because I want to look like a Barbie doll, but it's not healthy to starve. Kind of not laugh at that. It's true. It's not very bad for you, so don't. Because if you eat well and exercise, you will be toned anyway. It won't matter. Won't really matter. Excuse me. God, these two need to fucking take an English class. That'll put you on some weight. Oh my God, take an English class. You were killing me with it.
Bad for you. In this next screenshot, she says she used to be thick, but she self-nuked. I say you look the same more or less. I guess you lost some weight, but I think both.
And me personally, I like thick women. That's just me. That's my preference. I like thick women. Kill me at a cross. I don't care.
Killer J would break a skinny girl.
Oh God, Death Dad Gaming says don't like woman. What you must be. No, you must be bigoted, sexist, gayest, everything, every homophobe known to mankind, and then Kick deleted his comment. Oh, gotta love Kick moderation because some idiots on Kick decided they were going to run around screaming the N-word all the time, and it fucked with some of the advertising on the platform. So now they've crunched down on it. No, you did not lie, Deaf Dad Gaming. You did not lie. Let's continue.
attractive. This next one, she says that she feels skinny fat. I say I don't agree, and I say
Skinny
that working
fat?
out is
What
good.
the
This
fuck?
next one, she sends me an image that
Can I stop real quick and say, what the fuck is skinny fat? How can you be skinny and fat? That's a fucking oxymoron.
It's basically like she's like the in between of skinny and fat. Like she doesn't meet the qualifications for skinny, but she also doesn't meet the qualifications to be like in that thin line. That's the cross between skinny and fat.
That's called being healthy. I'm just saying that's called being thick and healthy and a very sexy woman. I'm just saying that thick thighs saves lives. That's why Toasty has thick thighs. Anyways, she's gonna hate me for that one.
No, you're not lying. You're not lying.
Let's continue.
nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, and I say that's a sickening image. Now, for those who don't know, this is like a pro anorexia slogan, I guess you would call it. Here in this next screenshot, she asked me if I'd still like her if she gained weight, and I say yes. Here in this next one, I tell her explicitly she should eat more food and drink protein shakes to gain weight, and I also tell her that gaining weight would be healthy for her, as well as saying I just want you to be healthy. Here in this next one, I tell her that I find her sexy how she is, but that it could be healthy for her to gain 5 to 10 pounds. So this is now 7 instances of me actively discouraging her eating disorder, despite her lying and saying that I was egging it on. Now, one of the other allegations that Rowan has levied towards me is that I'm into age play. She's not alleging that I did it with her. She's alleging that I did it with another girl named Ellie, who I briefly talked to 2 years ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these allegations, and she clearly states that I've never done age play. An ex-girlfriend of mine named Kai, who I dated for 3 years, also publicly posted on Twitter saying that I never abused her and that we never did anything related to age play. So this brings the total counter up to 5 people: Rowan, Katie, Ellie, Kai, and another random girl I banged a year ago named Maddie, who for some reason came out in the midst of all of this to post pictures of herself in my house. And all of these people say that I never was into this fetish with them. The closest thing I've ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do call me daddy during sex. So it's a little embarrassing given that I am me. I accept that it's something people are going to see is a little bit strange. All I can really do at this point is accept that it's something that I've done, and I think that Rowan should accept it about herself too, given that she also called me daddy during sex and over text repeatedly. In the same vein as this accusation, Rowan stated, "One more thing to add I thought was odd. Never really expressed any interest in Hello Kitty or that type of e-girl stuff, but I had like one Hello Kitty figure in my car. As a gift, Tom bought me Hello Kitty pajamas and a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff." So Rowan essentially wants you to believe that I'm pushing Hello Kitty onto her as if I have some kind of weird fascination with it. But the truth is that I am a 23-year-old man, and I don't give a fuck about Hello Kitty. Okay, the only reason I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way, was because she frequently expressed interest in it. Here she is sending me a photo with a Hello Kitty figurine next to her printer. Here she is sending me a photo with a hand-drawn and colored Hello Kitty image on.
Oh, and look, next to Powerpuff Girls, Scream. Let's see, what else? Cartman and Kyle. That's Princess.
Hold on, let me look.
Fuck yeah, that's one of the princesses from Mario. It's not Peach. It's the other one. I'm forgetting her name.
Daisy.
Who?
Daisy.
There's
Daisy.
2 from South Park. There's Kuromi.
There's Ghostface.
Kuromi's to the left of Hello Kitty.
There's a bunny right there. There's Daisy.
I mean, you can just look at this wall and just know that this girl's got some daddy issues. She don't know what she likes.
So she has 2 characters from Hello Kitty. And I think 3. Actually, I think she has 3 from Hello. No, wait. Yeah, she has Cinnamon Roll to the 2 below Ghostface.
Oh my god!
Cinnamon Roll.
Oh my god!
She has at least 3 characters from Hello Kitty. She has Hello Kitty from herself. Kuromi is also a part of Hello Kitty. Cinnamon Roll is also from Hello Kitty. Don't ask me why I know this.
No, I was.
I may have a Kuromi T-shirt.
Death Dead Gaming says he's into Hello Kitty because he likes the kitty. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh no, I'm twins.
He
I'm
likes
sheep.
the poontang. He likes the poontang.
Oh, I hate that phrase too. I hate both of them. There's certain phrases that, like, because I'm a visual person and I know I'm outing this, so this is going to get me screwed with a lot. But I'm a visual person. I visualize things. So when people describe things a certain way, it fucks with me mentally, and it takes me a moment to recover and get back to being normal. He wants, he wants to pull a Donald Trump and grab him by the kitty. Gotta grab him by the kitty. Hold up. I can do the voice right. You gotta grab him by the kitty. You just do it. You gotta grab him by the kitty. There's only one way to do it. And if you say that I'm the worst Trump ever, you'll be deported. Everyone gets deported. Because I'm the greatest president that ever lived. I'm not racist at all. Fuck Dickers. He's a terrible person. I'll deport him next week. Somebody went silent over there. Completely silent.
I was like, I'm gonna deport Timbs for impersonating my voice.
All you'd have to do, all you'd have to do when it comes to Dickers is take him out of his mother's basement and take him outside, and he will slowly and surely start to wither away.
Remember that time when he got called by that scammer, said his bank got hacked, and he blamed 8-Bit Eric and Donald Trump for it?
He never takes accountability at all. So this is why, if you're listening, Richard, this is why you're the laughing stock of the internet.
Yeah, and yes, you did, Cold Fire. Yes, you did used to fuck with me all the time. And now the tables have turned, and I fuck with you. And I get you back in horrible ways. And I told you I'd pay your ass back. It was support RTU and Dragon.
He's trying his best. He's trying his best to be serious when it comes to his political streams. But let's be honest, he's about as interesting as a wet fart when it comes to political streams.
The dude didn't even know that half of the shit that we already knew about Jeffrey Epstein to begin with, and the reason why a lot of people did believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, because all the things he watched from that one guy that got accused of being a sexual, what was it? Accused of sexual assault against a couple of workers at the Young Turks, and then he stopped looking into it, which was hilarious. Because he liked the guy and his political aspects, but refused to acknowledge the alleged crimes he committed. but everybody else is guilty. Everybody else is guilty, though. With no evidence, by the way. Whereas the other one actually has a lawsuit with public evidence you can look into. But anyways, I know he talks about how that nobody, what was it, that nobody talked about it, nobody covered this, nobody that. Netflix already covered it, let's see, 2021? And went over everything that was public. Even before the files were released, we already knew that there was no way for him to hang himself, and that people allegedly visited his cell the night of his suicide, in quotation marks. It's like we already knew all half of this shit. Like, we already knew that the vast majority of politicians were with him because the company he owned did their fucking business taxes, particularly when it came to property tax. We already knew that Jeffrey Epstein had a fuck ton of money and a fuck ton of connections to a fuck ton of people. The only thing the Epstein files exposed is that there's some really wild accusations that may not be true, and I'm on the fence about them, to be honest, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm really supposed to believe that Donald Trump ate a 13-year-old and sacrificed him to Satan. I don't know. And I don't know if George H.W. Bush did the same thing. It's like outlandish for me. It seems more like a horror movie than a real life story. I'm not saying it did happen at all. All I'm saying is we only have eyewitness testimony. And scientifically proven eyewitness testimony is no better than the polygraph test. That is scientifically proven.
Polygraph test again?
The polygraph system was originally designed. Quick story: the polygraph system was designed originally to be a heart monitoring system. It was adopted by the police force in the late 30s and 40s as a lie detector machine. It's for the nickname lie detector. Because the logic was you would watch the pulsing of the heart rate and the brain to determine if the person was lying. For example, if the person, say you asked the question, say you asked Dickers, do you have a Dropbox that allegedly has pictures of your stepkids in bikinis? And he says no. But you have the original answer saying yes. You watch the heart rate monitor and it's beeping through the roof. That's supposed to dictate that he's lying. However, the machine is known to not be fully accurate simply because of the design of it in general.
But he's not gonna admit that he's lying to that. He's just gonna blame it on Smash JT.
Or Ape and Eric, or me, or Donald Trump.
Or Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, or Israel. He's going to blame it on Israel. He's going to blame it on Jeffrey Epstein. And because everybody who is not a liberal works for Jeffrey Epstein, which is fucking hilarious. that is the most wild fucking accusation I ever heard in my entire life. And I've only been alive for 26 years, and I've heard some fucking wild ass accusations. That's one of them.
Never a dull moment.
Oh god, I just took a look at the comments and Def Dad Gaming says we need to deport RTU to Africa to lose weight and try to Israel so he can debate there.
No, he would swim with the hippopotamuses.
Yeah, he would roll in the muck with them and he would charge at people and go, I want to eat your eyes.
Shoot, I'd like to run with the elephants, but yeah, I'm afraid that I'd get squashed.
Well, elephants are, for the most part, pretty nice to humans as long as you're not stupid and trying to pick a fight with it. It's the rhinos you really got to worry about because they can't see, so they treat everything as a threat right off the bat. And they got some pretty fucking big-ass horns, so unless you plan on using tons of lube, whee! Anyway.
Just slide right in there.
and oh yeah, one more thumbnail for good measure. There's another one. It's another thumbnail right here. If Tom ever sees these clips, he's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me.
Oh, yeah, she made these herself. Here, in regards to her decorating my room, she says, no Hello Kitty.
Oh, no,
I
think he might hate
something interesting about these texts is that she shows that she has a poster of the movie Lolita on the wall. I wonder what the movie Lolita could possibly be about. This film is about a...
Well, I do not care about the movie portion. We're skipping over that shit. All right, I want to get to the important part. I want to get to the call in question. That's the part I really want to talk about is the phone call. So, let's go ahead.
At the end of our relationship. In the interview, it stated that our breakup took place in December and that after that she realized how bad it was and she felt the need to contact Katie, who we're going to get into later. This is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on January 14th, literally days later. She says the breakup was kind of mutual, an idea that is just bitterly ironic because that's not the case. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Just one more time.
Already telling.
Oh my god!
I know it's the same person too, because that interview that she did, it's the same voice, same person. There's no way you can make that up. Like, you already know that she's clout chasing at this point. Like she's, I mean, like the way to look at it is, she's blackmailing him to have sex with her, which is more or less rape. Like you are trying to rape this man.
I don't mean to laugh at what you're saying. I was watching the comment section as you were talking because I agree with what you're saying. And Death Dad Gaming, because he always has the most fucked up comments to say, even more than Coalfire, goes, blackmail into having sex. That's a flex if I ever heard one. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That's it, Death Dad Gaming, you're fired. You're fired.
You're fired!
That's a quick clap to go with it. Gotta get that Dicker's cup clap, man.
Woo!
God damn. God damn. And by the way, that's only like 5 seconds into the phone call. And I'm not a legal expert, so take this with a grain of salt. But if I'm not mistaken, Turkey Tom currently lives in Texas. In Texas, it's a one-party consent state, meaning that as long as you, the person who originates the call, and you can think this on the CoffeeZilla Logan Paul lawsuit about the Zoo coin, whatever the fuck it was called. He was able to prove this in the court that at least it was ruled by the judge that as long as the originator of the call is in a one-party consent state, they do not have to get permission from the person they're calling in order to record it. So assuming that he was the one who initiated the call, him recording it would not be, at least based on that ruling, would not be illegal. Meaning that what he's using here could necessarily, or not necessarily, would get him in legal trouble. Now, again, take that with a grain of salt because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just going off of what I have studied based on everything else that, legally speaking, has happened with one-party and two-party consent states. Because, like, I live in a one-party consent state here in Georgia. So calls like this, I can, as long as I'm the one who initiates it, can record it, but I don't. Unless I need to, like if I need to record something important to remember, because I do deal with memory issues. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm going to record this real quick so that way I can remember what I needed to do. Or I'll have them like text me the instructions so that way I can remember, because I will forget. And that's just how it is for me. It sucks. But I found it fascinating. The reason I bring that up because she said she was talking to a lawyer about getting his video taken down because of this. That's why I bring it up. So what do you think, Suki? Brain broken.
I have a massive brain shark.
I think
Heart, but brain shark.
Go ahead,
I
Jay.
think that it would cause somebody to actually look at his video and see how many times he says he has a big dick, and then they'll probably take it down just because of that. Because I'm pretty sure that's violates terms of service. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I get flagged for stupid shit on YouTube. So
for me,
Yeah.
I could see. I'm surprised. I'll say it this way: I'm not encouraging anyone to flag it. I would never encourage anyone to flag videos like that, unless it's something truly egregious, like threatening to murder people and stuff like that. I will never encourage people to flag stuff. Like unless you're stealing my content, like uploading my videos one for one with no transformity, which Triton did, and he got a copyright strike for that. Because I'm like, you're not going to steal my video and get away with it. Like, I'm not going to let you do that. I don't mind if people take my stuff and do commentary over it, even if they make fun of me. So be it, right? But if you steal my video, then I will strike you. You have to steal my content, like one for one, copy and upload it, or do what Jinx. If you remember who Jinx was, and like sit there in the corner and do nothing and watch the whole video all the way through, then I would get you because I'm like, you're now stealing my video again. As long as you're not stealing my content, I will never touch you or flag you or anything like that because I have no interest. It won't do me any favors. It doesn't make me look good. Like that's how I am. And with that, I could see how this would violate terms of service. But you could also argue that this is for legal reasons. He's reading out those messages that he's reading out to explain this is what she's saying when she says BWC. This is what she's saying.
yeah,
You can argue that there's a legal aspect to the reason why he's saying what he's saying. But you also nailed it on the head that you can tell that he enjoys it when he says that, and there's times where in the video where he doesn't enjoy saying it. It's overall, it's very clear, and even he says it in the video that he did want to do this, but he was forced to do this. And like you said, it is partially self-inflicted that he did it because he could have avoided, sure, by not dating her. But you could also argue that sometimes you have to learn the hard way. And remember,
When a woman starts telling,
go ahead.
When a woman starts telling you to rape her, that is a red flag, guys. Anybody that watches this video, you need to protect yourself and get the fuck out of that relationship.
Agreed. If a woman says, take me out into the woods, tie me up and pound me over and over and over again, and you explain to her that what if a cop comes by or what if somebody comes by and sees that, and she goes, it'll be perfectly fine, they won't care, run away. Run away!
I don't know though, because I live in Virginia. Like that's just a normal Tuesday to us.
I'll say, I live in Georgia.
Virginia.
Oh God.
I used to live in Maryland. I was born in Maryland. I wish I could go back there.
Oh my God, she doxes herself. Okay, anyways.
Hey, I didn't say where I'm living right now. I just said I used to live there. And you know,
you realize.
and
like,
he said where he lived. You
it's
get on me for saying I doxed myself, but you don't get on him.
okay, first
Oh
of all.
no, it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge that I live in Virginia.
No, Turkey Tom is what she was referring to.
Okay.
See, with Killer J, he stated, I watched his videos. I should have sent them to you ahead of time, but I watched his videos ahead of time, so I know that he lives in in Virginia. God bless America. Let's fucking continue.
Because you don't deserve one.
Just wow.
Just laughing at her.
Well, I mean, to be fair, how else do you react? What else do you say to that?
That's
one?
pretty funny, actually. I mean, the same girl that is accusing him of raping her.
Well, to be fair, for me, I think it's an awkward laugh. It's like a, I'm not sure how else to react to it. and fucking, what the fuck is up with people in doxing what like fucking states they live in? Because now Coalfire's doing it in the fucking chat, and Def Dad Game is talking about how he wants his third leg to be his new fetish or some shit like that. And YouTube moderation. My chat's being weird, ladies and gentlemen. My chat's being weird. Give it up for my chat. Give it up for him. Come on, let's coat clap, ladies and gentlemen.
I think me and Coldfire influenced your chat too much.
Well,
Our autism is infecting your chat.
Fucking Death Tech Gaming now turns around and says, I thought Tom lived in Texas because everything's big in Texas, in fucking all caps. I gotta strike the dicker pose. I'm striking the dicker pose. Oh my God, I'm hitting the dicker pose. That's a running joke on my channel that every time he does that Y stance, it's the Dickers pose. That's him inserting dominance upon you by doing the Dickers pose. Just remember that every time he does it, it's the Dickers pose, and he's trying to assert dominance on you. You must T-pose in response.
I thought the Dickers pose when he was his mouth is half a grape and he's got drool coming out and he's half dead to the world.
No, that's him. That's the drug Dickers.
I remember that.
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
Because our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
No evidence.
Okay.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
She said in text messages he's the best boyfriend ever earlier.
I
That
know, like,
now
Jesus Christ.
I will say that was the portion where I got pissed off because as somebody who is like who had and has great parents, when people go after my family, I'm like, that's when I want blood on my hands. Like that's the level of anger I get. So my blood was boiling when she said that. The fact that Tom didn't turn around and tell her how much of a sleazy, useless cut waffle douchebag nozzle she is a fucking testament to how great of a guy he is. Because I would have let her fucking have it. I would have told her everything on the fucking book. I would have called her everything I could have think of. I fucking would have lost it on her because I'm the kind of person that my family is something you don't cross. And unlike Dickers, I will go to the nth degree to defend them instead of using bullshit copyright system from YouTube and then complaining about it on Twitter when it gets turned on you. And then sending all your cronies to go try and dox innocent people and then attack Ape and Eric and then pretend like Eric was the reason why your relationship with Jay fell apart. Not because the fact you called him a parasite and refused to pay him his money and then tried to slander him and defame him and attempted to threaten to call his businesses and his workplace cut waffle.
No accountability.
That should be the name of the show instead of the Timbs cast. I should rename it to the No Accountability Cat.
There you go. There you go. That's one. That's a keeper.
Oh, fuck! I might actually start that show. Let's continue.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After everything she said.
Self-entitled bitch.
Holy fuck.
Seems to me, I'm just saying, like, listening to that call where she said that everything was about him, it sounded like it was reverse. I mean, I might be retarded, but I mean, I hear
Just
shit.
projecting.
She was definitely
Hashtag no accountability. Fucking fits. Oh my god. I'm really thinking about renaming this to the No Accountability Cast. Holy shit. Let's continue.
The way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
Oh, hold on. I gotta pause it now. Because Death Dad Gaming just said apparently, I am now playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Well, that's because Tom is playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare with two really crazy bitches. That's why. And Death Dad Gaming said, if Tom actually said yes, I would introduce him to my ex-wife. He'll learn real quick to run away from crazy.
the only problem is he's a console gamer. Only problem is Mr. Rapey McForeskin is a console gamer, and he doesn't know what aimbots are. So he lost to these two women, at least for the time being. But he's gonna get his comeback. He's gonna work hard and get better at his craft. But Jesus Christ, man, she's the reason why there are a lot of single women out there, because girls like this give normal girls a bad name.
Yeah, good innocent women who take care of themselves, who help their family, who work jobs, who are like in churches or in community services, food banks, stuff like that. IT women who help grandmas and grandpas fix their stuff. Good innocent people who just want to live their lives, have a family, or start a family, whether or not they're gay, straight, bi, whatever. Don't give a shit about that portion. You can call yourself a unicorn, slather yourself with peanut butter, and have a 15 hooker gangbang. Couldn't give a damn less about that. But innocent people, I stole that from a horror movie, by the way. Good, innocent people who just want to live their lives are, like I said, and victims, real victims of sexual assault and battery, people who never actually got justice for the crimes that were committed against them, are now probably sitting here listening to this going, fuck me. Now nobody's going to want to believe me because like I may look like her or I may sound like her, and people are going to assume that I am like them. Because if she acts like that, because there really is a bunch of incel guys who act like this. There really is. I'm not one of them. People think I am because I say I gave up on dating. I said I gave up on dating because as it is now, I can't play the game.
The dating game is fucked, dude.
Yeah, like
I'm too old for that shit.
Like as it is for me right now, I can't play the dating game, so I gave up. I can't that's the only thing I can do. Is like I can't go out and date because circumstances in my life have made it to where I can't. So I can't play the game. And I'm a very, as people come to find out, I'm actually a very pessimistic person. So I tend to think the worst of people until they show otherwise. Unless there's somebody that's like a family friend, someone that's associated with, what was it? Associated with my family or certain friends that I know, I don't trust them because of shit like this. I learned that the hard way to not get myself put in this situation. Death Dad Gaming says, once you're in a better spot, I know you'll find an actual good woman. Part of me is hopeful, but like I said, the majority of me is a very pessimistic person because I unfortunately developed that in my life. And I have made strides to be better. But I also understand that I can't just open myself up to everybody because then I would literally just put myself in this situation. Or possibly worse. Well, I mean, what could be worse than having to date dickers?
Having to date Becky Boop?
Oh no, I'd rather date her. At least wise. At least wise. At least wise with Becky Boop. At least wise with her.
Can you imagine taking her pants off? Look like a fucking walrus flossing.
Well, remember, Dickers is like 400 pounds. Becky Boop's only like 300.
I mean, I may be crazy and stupid, but you'd rather date me.
Yeah, pretty much so. I'd rather date you. If Dad Gaming goes, being married to my ex was the worst. I'm sure it was. And not being insulting, I'm sure it was. Your furry ex is not as bad as Dickers. She's not as bad as Dickers.
I'll give her that. Like, I probably smack it around a few times.
Yeah, because at least when it's with Becky Boop. Right? You just gotta turn the lights off and wear a strap on. You'll be fine.
A good friend of mine had once said, "A hole's a hole. It doesn't matter. Just turn the lights off."
Yep.
A hole is a goal, but also I've heard $20 is $20.
Amen.
That was a Jake Viper reference right there.
Well, that's an old school reference. That's a very old school reference. I remember hearing, you know what? Because we gotta hurry this up. Because I know you, Killer J, have a couple other things you want to work on as well. But I'm making this real quick. I've heard that phrase since I was like 8 years old. When people were like, even though I'm not gay, $20 is $20. I don't give a shit that she was a cult leader. She could be a 10 times cult leader. Still better than Dickers. Because at least wise, she's not taking her fucking shirt off, and she's 400 pounds and blinding her daughter, and then blaming everybody else and claiming that you work for Jeffrey Epstein just because you don't like him. Until you send me that video, she's not worse than Dickers, and I would date her.
I'll give you that. I'd probably, smack it a few times and call it a day. If I wasn't married, that is, hypothetically, if I was not married. But I tell you what, though, if somebody were to pay me $100, I'd take my damn shirt off.
Actually, right now, if somebody sends me a subscription right now, I will take my shirt off and dance around like a fucking retard in front of the camera. Right now, a subscription.
Shit, I'd be free.
Give 50 subscriptions. It will extend the stream by 10 hours.
Let's get some subs.
Let's get some subs. Let's get some support. Because I got that drip going. I need the support. Let's continue.
Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly that I did not want to have sex with her. I didn't want to be with her anymore. I just wanted out of the relationship. This is something she was completely unwilling to accept. And that's why after I stopped talking to her, she proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80 times with no response.
Oh my God. I forgot how much. We're going to read these messages. Okay, one more.
Here's an interesting question. What caused them to break up? Like, I don't think he elaborates on what caused them to break up.
It's implied her insanity became too much. He implied it. He didn't want to outright say it, but it's implied that her insanity was too much for him.
I mean, a sane guy can only be told to rape an insane woman so many times before he gives up.
And texted me 80 times.
There we go. So now I can read the text messages in full. So we're gonna read this, and then we're gonna move on to the Sly Boy video, because I want you to see the Sly Boy video, the second one. So Ronan goes, if you don't want to talk or listen to me, just say that. Don't waste my time. You need to apologize. Also, I need $900 back from my flight to Maine because it was a waste of money, apparently. Goodbye, Tom. Good luck impressing the next BPD. I'm not saying that word with your lip dick. Now, mind you, we go back to the previous messages. She talked about how big and hard and great his WC was. Oh, I'm going to kill me for saying that. I deserve a sub for saying that.
There's no pleasing modern day women.
There's no pleasing insane people like this. Good luck impressing. That.
I feel bad for the next generation.
Yeah. I have screenshots of you talking to Ellie and how your dick pics are going to be put all over the internet. She fucking blackmail him. Blackmail, revenge porn. She just admitted to she's admitted to blackmail, threats of sexual violence, fucking revenge porn. Oh my God, she's going to fucking prison. She better not fucking sue him because she's admitted to multiple fucking crimes. She will go to fucking prison if she tries it. If she's smart, she should just shut the fuck up and go away. Just shut the fuck up, go away. She goes, you're literally such a retard. Tell your friend from Dallas to hit me up. What the fuck? My question is, why string me along so long and say you love me when you did? And this is where he says it right here when I was telling you earlier about the implied reason why he broke up with her. This is the text message that explains it. It became clear to me at some point that this would be the response I would get if I were to break up with you, and I have been dreading that slowly. Considering you just told me that you were talking to other guys over the phone, and you just threatened to post about me publicly, realistically, I cannot trust you anyways.
She's a clout chaser.
Yeah, he figured out she was a clout chaser. He knows that she flirts with other guys, hinted in the phone calls there, and she's threatening to post his private pictures. That's the reasons why he broke up with her. She was emotionally cheating on him, at least according to the text message. The text message right there. That's what I'm getting. Is that she more likely was emotionally cheating on him. He caught it, figured it out, said, "Fuck this! I'm not staying here any longer. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable. I feel scared. She's setting me up for something bad," and he acknowledges that. Wait, he lives in Dallas or close by to Dallas? I have no idea.
And at the end of the day, he sort of had it. Like, again, we talk about these red flags, but I mean, ultimately, it was something that he sort of knew at the beginning of the relationship. He should have known that this was not going to end well for him.
I fully agree. That's why you didn't want to break up with me, because you scared I would say some dumb shit. That's so pussy, bro. Fucking hate that word too. I see why you didn't want me to look you up, because it's so bad. Now, mind you, she looked them up before and acknowledged that, by the way. You're literally just as bad as the people you make videos about, like a fucking Philadelphia impersonator, and getting your dick licked is crazy. Then tell your GF about expecting sympathy. Have some self-awareness. You're really just an overgrown man child in some ways. Ohio impression? What? Ohio impressed? What? What the fuck does that meme got to do with anything? The only one that's retarded is you, Ron. That's the only one that's retarded is you. That's women are fucking nut jobs. Yeah, I've heard horror stories about women in Dallas. And I also need my money back. You ain't getting your money back, bitch. Because you should have told me before the trip to break up with you. Let's see. You really just sit at home all day and so nothing have no. Take a fucking English class. You're killing me. You sit home all day and have nothing have nothing to do, no hobbies except the gym and video games. Have a high body count. Fucking take an English class. She's killing me. But you think this is high value man is crazy. That's what the fuck you wanted to do. What the fuck? He was only begging you, at least according to him, and according to the messages, he was only begging you the entire time he was with you. And having like 7 girls total that you've had sex with is not a fucking high body count. Having a high body count is like 50 or more. If you had sex with 50 people or more, then you have a high fucking body count. Having sex with 7 women is not a fucking body count. If you're regularly sleeping with 15 women a night, then yes, it's a fucking body count and then some. Oh, she's retarded. Okay, anyways. I know whichever girl is unfortunate enough to get into a relationship with you next time will go through the same thing I did, because you're like so emotionless and mean. You kept telling him you want him to go rape you in the woods. What the fuck you want him to do?
Oh,
I'm just saying. Also, you're like mad chopped in the face and I had to look past it. I don't know what the fuck. Can someone explain to me what mad chopped in the face means? Someone right now, please explain that to me. I need to know.
somebody slapped him in the face with a pork chop or something.
It means his face looked completely fucking off. I don't know.
I mean, he don't look like a bad guy. Like, she clearly has this weird outlook on what a man should look like. I mean, like, if he's still got his baby face.
I'm about to say also, she wants him to tie her up and pound her in the woods. So I'm just saying.
Maybe she has fantasies about bears.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm done being a hater. You have a lawyer? You can't record me without consent. One party consent state. Should have thought twice before you said all that, idiot. Posting text screenshots is illegal, dumbass. Good luck trying to sue me for. Now, mind you, he's not said anything about suing her whatsoever. There's no messages. So what the fuck? She's just making up shit now. Good luck trying to sue me for posting text message conversations on a public website. You're really so stupid, Tom. I should have gone right to the police right away, but I have evidence. I told my roommate after, as well as my friend Sophia. Now, mind you, so here's a little fun fact about that, and I learned this from a lawyer. His name is Bruce Rivers. Look up Bruce Rivers, criminal lawyer. He's a board certified criminal defense lawyer in Minnesota. He talked about that there's a chain of custody when it comes to evidence. If you have evidence of a crime, you must, as soon as possible, turn that evidence over to the police. If you give it to everybody else, you break the chain of custody. Therefore, the evidence could be considered tampered with and not admissible in court. So you fucked yourself right there. The police are going to look at it and go, well, how do we know you didn't? So you say you get this to your friend, so how do we know that it's the same evidence? How do we know that you didn't mess with the metadata or in some way mess with what we're seeing here? Plus, the police are going to see the text message of you saying you wanted to get pounded in the woods tied up with people watching and go, you're insane. And then you admit it to the fact that you have bipolar disorder. So, what the fuck? They're going to know you're crazy. They're not going to take you serious. Again, ruining it for real victims. And you would know.
She doesn't have shit.
You see, you would know because I know how iMessage works. You would know if he texted her because there would be a nice little big gap right there you see with the blue mark. There is no gap between any of these messages. There's no gap like that. So you know he only texted her once. So this is not edited. At least it does not appear to be edited screenshots. So there's some more suggestive evidence to prove that what he's showing here is the truth in question. you can't even deny it because it's for happened. I guess it's for real happened. And you said word for word, I like hurting you. What you said you wanted him to say it. So what the fuck? I still remember because of how fucked it felt. You fucking said you loved him beating the living hell out of you. I mean, what the fuck? I'm getting
She ain't gonna have shit.
I love this part right here. I'm getting a no contact order. And more like the judge is going to slap that one on you instead. It will go on your record. You're a fucking narcissist, as more like you are. I also got a lawyer. He's not going to be able to help you, buddy. I ain't having to tell my mom. Yeah, I wonder why, because your mom knows that you're fucking crazy. I bet your mom knows you're crazy and is now probably panicking because you picked a fight with somebody with 1.6 million fucking subscribers on the internet who has a lot of fucking connections and has a lot of fucking money so he can get some really nice lawyers that will fuck your life up in so many ways that it's not even funny. And this video alone has fucked your life up so bad. We know because we can look at the comment section and see this. So we know that your life's fucked, idiot. I guarantee you any employer is now going to look at this video and go, oh, I don't want to hire her. She's obviously a fucking problem. She will be a serious problem to the company. Talk about fucking your life up over nothing. This story needs to be made to a movie called Discord Degenerates, the movie. Discord Degenerates, the movie.
That is funny.
Oh my god. I should pitch that to 8-Bit Eric and tell him, hey, we need to do a movie called Discord Degenerates, the movie.
I mean, if you got a big enough fan base, it'd be like Markiplier, where he made his own movie and it's fucking topped the box office so badly that Disney had it removed.
Well, it does Disney. It was a lot of different movie corps that did it.
Yeah. But, like, that's how you know. That's when you know, like, Hollywood is fucking fucked right now, where a content creator make a better movie than Hollywood.
The only one, and I will say Sam Raimi is still one of the all-time greatest directors, and I am curious to see his new movie because I loved his Evil Dead franchise, top to bottom.
Oh man.
If you watch my screen, matter of fact, actually, real quick, I'll turn on my camera on Discord long enough for you guys to see it. I went built the chainsaw, and I can wear it too. See,
That's awesome.
That's how much of an Evil Dead fan I am.
Damn.
Movie. Anyways, now that I've sidetracked away from there, let's continue. You're genuinely a horrible human being. I never loved you. I just love the idea of you. Yeah, you love the idea of him. I'm going to courthouse in Watco. When I get there, ordering a temporary restraining order due to past threats you made against me. What fucking threats? If I go into a real court, which both of us will have to appear. What fucking threats? Bam, you're the one that fucking threatened to blackmail him. You, in this screenshot, said you're going to post his dick pics all over the place. That's revenge porn. So you just committed a felony right there. That's a serious fucking felony that could get you up to 10 years in prison, you fucking idiot. Fucking retard.
Common sense isn't as common as it used to be.
As it should be. And so that's all the text messages there. Like, honestly, that's really it for that portion of it. Because the other lady, I don't really give too much of a shit about. The thing I want to cover right here is this.
I think YouTube's creator.
This video right here. So we're going to slow it down back to here. And I want to finish this. If you can, Killer J, I understand if you don't have enough time, but I would like for you to stick around to watch this video.
Let's knock it out.
It's like a 12-minute video, but he has some great points in here. Sly Boy is a very smart guy. He's a neutral political person. He doesn't really sling one way or the other when it comes to political stuff. He's more or less all about like really legitimately seeking the truth and exposing pedophiles. He's actually exposed quite a few pedophiles. One of them even threatened to murder him because he exposed her. By the way, her name is Kate. Fuck you, Kate, if you happen to be watching this. Fuck you. I dare you to threaten to shoot my ass and see what happens. Fuck you.
Well, don't threaten her was a good time. Say, if you say fuck you, she might take that personally.
Oh, no,
in the wrong way.
No, she wants to fuck 13-year-olds. And she's trans, by the way. There you go. That should piss you off.
The more I hate my own community.
There you go. Now that I disappointed you even further, let's continue.
Economy has some pretty major issues, and nothing illustrated those issues better, in my view, than the Turkey Tom allegations of this week. Now, I made a video about these allegations. I was relatively even-handed, at least I would like to think so. I just sort of spelled out the worst of it, which ended up being a far more time-consuming task than you might have thought, just given how incredibly odd and confusing the allegations were. Turkey Tom has now released a response video. The response video is very, very good. He's extremely thorough. He has...
Oh, I'm sorry, Coldfire. I didn't realize you were... I stopped paying attention to the chat. I apologize. He said, I had an ex that tried to do that shit to me. She wanted to place a restraining order on me when she was the one who was stalking me. I know who you're talking about, and she can go fuck herself. Anyways, what were you going to say, Jay?
Oh, I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
I was going to say, Sly Boy has a point there with about the community, about the commentary community as a whole, really missing a lot of points of a lot of stuff. Dickers. Because like they missed the point of a lot of the videos, dickers, and then wonder why they're a laughing stock, dickers. Go ahead, Suki.
A lot of dick in your mouth.
Of course, she turns around and says that.
You kept saying the word.
Yeah, because you realize Review Tech's nickname is Dickers, right?
Oh, I was wondering what you meant by that.
Yeah.
Very slow.
So now I get to tell this story real quick. So Dickers had an old video on his channel that he deleted because he's a retard, where he claimed that a coworker of his who was high out of his mind paddled him one day. That's where the joke of paddle paddle Richard or paddle paddle Dickers comes from. And the guy told him that instead of calling him Richard or Rich, he would call him Dick. Dick is a nickname for Rich. I don't remember why.
Yeah.
But then he goes, no, I'm going to call you Dickers
Because
instead.
Richard's another word for dick. It's because Richard is another word for dick for whatever reason.
Like I said, I don't remember why. But he goes, no, instead I'm going to call you Dickers. And that nickname apparently stuck with him. So now he's known as Dickers. And by the way, he hates being called Dickers. He hates being called Dickers. So every time you call him Dickers, it pisses him off. That's why I keep saying Dickers, because I'm pissing him off more and more with each time around.
Well, I rage bait him too hard. He might find a loophole to get you arrested for it.
That would require effort.
That would require effort from a guy that does zero effort content. He just sits there and makes fun of Phil or watches Jeffrey Epstein videos and claims that all Republicans are evil and that the Democrats are perfect and that they're the people that are going to save the country. They're going to save humanity. That all wars will end as soon as a Democrat gets voted in office. Ignoring
both sides are evil.
Ignoring what happened with Joe Biden and the 2020 apocalypse. Ignoring all of that. Ignoring the fact that he shit himself next to the French president. Just ignore all those facts. Those never happened.
Right.
Anyways, let's continue.
I just don't like both sides.
I don't like any of them. Except for
I don't know.
Senator Kennedy. That's the only guy I like because he's funny. It's mostly just because he says funny shit that makes me laugh. Like, for example...
Wait, didn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson wanted to get in office?
Yeah, a governor, I think it was. Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor as well. What was it? What is Sleepy Joe? Yeah, Sleepy Joe Biden is in those files. And apparently he was assassinated in 2019. And the person we saw was an actor. If that is an actor, that was one hell of an acting job. And congratulations. That was fucking the best acting I ever saw in my entire life.
I wonder how many times they caught him sleeping at the Oval Office.
I mean, I imagine you don't get the nickname Sleepy Joe for no reason.
You know, the thing is that I think we need to start letting more younger people in because all these old people aren't doing it for the country.
Good luck. That's all I can say is good luck. Because I thought the same way myself.
All these old people are just ruining things. Think too much in the past and try to treat the present like it's still fucking 1945.
I was thinking more 1845, but let's continue.
Yeah, true.
A million receipts. He goes through every single point, and he refutes with evidence every single important claim, except for the one about Destiny wearing a butt plug. But to be fair, does anyone really doubt that one? My only criticism.
Okay, so here's a fun thing about that, right? When the allegations first broke, Chud Logic was the first one to go at it, and he went through all of everything, right? Even the document about the girl that said he never actually abused her, that they had a very toxic relationship. He was demanding everybody in the commentary community to comment on Turkey Tom and condemn him, demanding that they cover all the evidence. And if they did, they were sweeping for Turkey Tom. They were sweeping for him, that they were covering up the abuse of two innocent women. This after the video was posted after he went on quote unquote vacation. And right now, Chud Logic is in the hot seat because he tried to make it seem like that Turkey Tom was guilty no matter what, that Turkey Tom would never show any evidence to prove he was innocent.
Little did you know.
Yep. Nicholas DiOrio, I'm not a big fan of him, who is friends with Turkey Tom, said that if it was true that Turkey Tom did the things that he did, and Turkey Tom couldn't prove his innocence, he would cut him off because he's like, I can't support people like that, which is reasonable. And that the podcast that they host together called the Half Baked Podcast would end. And that's understandable. But like I found that to be like because some takes were like completely Turkey Tom was innocent before Turkey Tom showed any evidence of his innocence. And I'll go back to the original video that Slide Boy did, and I'll read that comment out to end the live stream here. But to kind of get to the point, I personally thought that there was too much bias going around with the story. There was too many people saying either he was guilty or he was innocent. Nobody was saying, let's take a look at all the evidence except for Sly Boy. Sly Boy, to my knowledge, is the only one that actually did that. He said, hey, let's take a look at the evidence. Let's wait for everybody to say their side of the story, and then we'll decide if he's actually guilty or if he's actually innocent. Or if there's something more to the story that neither side is telling. Make sense?
There's always the one story, and that's why you should always wait to listen to both parties before you make a judgment. And in most cases, what probably happened, especially with that second girl, because that second girl only came forward and with these allegations after the first one did.
Yeah, and she was just verifying. That's why I skipped over her, because she was just mostly quote unquote verifying what happened, claiming that similar incidents happened with her. That's why I skipped over her, because it would have been basically rehashing the same thing just with a different face. And also, her allegations weren't nearly as bad as Rowan's was. So let's continue though.
The video was the absolutely sickening, nonstop, rapid-fire mention of Turkey Tom's
big white cock, big white cock, big white cock, big white cock, big white dick, big white cock, big odd dick, my dick, blood on my dick, dick, big dick, my dick, hole in my Batman suit for my dick.
Now, the gratuitous focus on Turkey Tom's Turkish delight aside, I thought...
You could make a compilation song out of that. Like, make a cop song.
That happened. By the way, that happened live. Well, I actually was there for the live stream when he was going over it. Someone was going through the live stream and clipping all those parts and putting together the compilation for him during the live stream. And I told that person, they were a brave soul because I wouldn't.
Every 5 seconds, there was something about a big dick.
about blood on his dick. Oh.
Somebody should turn that into YouTube short, man. Big dick, big dick, big dick, big cock, big dick.
Big white dick, my big white dick, blood on my dick, big dick. Turkey Tom should rename himself to Big Dick Tom.
Instead of blood on my hands, blood on my dick.
I got blood on my dick, and I'm the greatest that there ever was. Somebody's going to clip that out of context. I know somebody's going to clip that out of context. Oh, God.
It's not dickers. It requires effort.
That is true. Let's continue.
It was a very, very well put together response. And given how thoroughly this debunked a lot of the claims that were being made against him, I think there's a lot of people on Twitter and on YouTube right now who should be feeling some shame about the way they covered this situation. A little side note, this is not going to be a video in which I go over every single little minutia of this case. I'm going to be focusing on the actual really important allegations and summarizing the refutation.
He did a whole live stream going over the entire video. It's like a 4-hour plus live stream. So that's why. So if you want to go and watch that, you can go to his channel and watch his live stream about it. You will see me commenting in the live stream and going, holy shit, the whole time.
Of those claims. So if you want to go straight to that part, there's a timestamp right for that. Here's my problem with the incentive structure of YouTube right now. It's not really YouTube's fault, it's people's fault, but there is an incentive structure in place. There are a lot of people whose only content strategy revolves around criticizing other people. There's nothing wrong with that. If I had a problem with people criticizing people, I would be a major hypocrite. However, that does give you a fucked up incentive sometimes if you give in to that darkness too much, that when something bad is happening, your immediate reaction is that you're excited about the content that you can make out of it. There's also just a general like Colosseum, Hunger Games style human pleasure gained out of Schadenfreude. Turkey Tom's been around on the internet for a while. For a litany of reasons, there are various people in communities who have problems with him, so people were excited to find out that they could confidently say he's a terrible, terrible person. And this is something I also have a big problem with. This was something I brought up even in my original video. There were a lot of people making comments to the effect of, it's so validating to find out someone you liked for no reason actually gives you a reason to hate them. Listen, I understand a sentiment like that in some scenarios, but when we're talking about allegations, let's be pretty clear about what you're saying. You're saying you hope that someone was SA'd by this person because you don't like the person who's being accused. You're hoping that the reality is that person SA'd somebody, which is weird.
Yeah, you're hoping that somebody was sexually assaulted, abused, and raped. Like that's a pretty fucked up thing to want to have happen just because you don't like somebody. That like you don't like that content creator. He has a legitimate point with that. At least in my opinion, he does. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I need some coke clap. What do you think, Suki?
I think that's messed up. Just wanting a reason someone you like gives you a reason to hate them. Like, what kind of person wants a reason to hate people they like?
Fucking comment section is going crazy. Coalfire said he's clipping me. You better fucking credit me, motherfucker. You also better drop a sub while you're at it. Clips cost subs.
Yeah.
Death Dad Gaming goes, Turkey Tom, quote, know why they call me Turkey Tom? You draw a turkey with your hand, and all I can say is my third leg is like a subway 5 foot long.
Let's just say there's a reason why they call him Turkey Tom and not Rooster Tom.
There's a reason why they should call him Big Dick Tom. Even better, Big Dickers Tom.
See, now that's going too far. It's going too far. He's got to be little Dickers.
Little Dickers.
What is he like? 5'3"?
5'5", if I'm not mistaken, is Turkey Tom's height.
Oh no, we're talking about Dickers.
Oh, Dickers is. Eric said he was 5'8". Some people told me he's 5'1". Others have told me he's 5'4". So he's anywhere from 5'1" to 5'8". So I'm going to throw it right in the middle and say he's 5'4".
That would make him shorter than me.
So if you think about it, that means RTU is Little Dickers and Turkey Tom is Big Dickers. Better than Ducky Tom, Corkscrew, if you know what I mean. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And then Coalfire says, no Timbs, he's 4 foot. Who's 4 foot? Review Tech or Turkey Tom? Which one? You didn't specify which one.
Are you the good guy? Okay, let's go over what's actually important here. First, though, I think it is important that I note at the end of my first video going over the initial allegations, I made mention of a Google Doc that was being circulated around, allegedly written by Kai, who is Tom's ex. They dated for 3 years. I said at the time I couldn't trace that document back to anything other than random ex accounts, so I wasn't going to include it until I verified it. Kai herself did reach out to me and verify that she wrote that document, so that is true. She essentially vouched for his character. She said, of course, she can't speak for anyone else's experiences, and she hasn't been around him since they broke up, obviously, so anything could have happened, but all of the behaviors that people were alleging towards him, she never experienced from him. Thought I would clarify that really quick. Now, of these behaviors, there were a lot thrown out. A lot of them were incredibly frivolous, and this was a major problem, I said this before, with these allegations from the get-go. A major part of this whole thing was spent on the girls trying to prove that Tom is bisexual. So, yeah. So I've written down the actual important claims, and in my view, there are basically 4 major ones.
What? because they were trying to say that he's a cuckold for people like Destiny, and that he's a horrible person because instead of being quote unquote faithful to them, he was only faithful to Destiny, meaning that he was Destiny's cuckold or something like that. Which is really fucking stupid because they are friends. That is proven true. They are friends, which is hilarious because Turkey Tom is a conservative and Destiny's a stone cold liberal. so, there is some irony in that, and also Destiny has a butt plug. Anyways, it's just fucking like he said, frivolous, and it made the allegations again look stupid. It makes this whole situation even worse because now it's like, okay, you say you're okay with bisexual people in general, you don't care about sexuality because they said it in the Kiwi Farms interview, like the live stream interview you saw. They said they were okay with people like that, but like you're going out of your way to try to prove that he's bisexual. Like, I guess that means you're not okay with bisexual people. You're not okay with the LGBTQ plus community because otherwise, why would you single out his sexuality?
Yeah.
Unless he was a pedophile or a person into zoophilia, it makes no
Or
sense.
necrozoophilia.
Or necrophilia. Yeah, there's that. Unless he's like into horrible stuff, what was the point of pointing that out? Like,
Yeah. And I personally think necrozoophilia is worse than normal necrophilia.
And the only thing it really does is kind of brings their credibility into question.
even more so than what had already been done. And to Suki's point, I mean, honestly, whether or not if it's an animal or a human body, having sex with a dead person or creature is fucked up no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you're having sex with a corpse. I mean, that's fucked up. There's just no way around saying it other than that's fucked up. Timbs, to be fair, I am bi,
And I
and I
don't
don't
care.
like it. Well, Coldfire, that's not the point. That's not.
I
You
don't
missed the
care.
point. Go ahead.
I don't care if these, and I don't care if their excuse is, oh, but it's still fresh. I'll be like I don't care. So bad.
Well,
I feel like that makes it worse when they say that.
well, it's horrible no matter what. Like the person that has 100 bodies in his fucking basement and was allegedly selling the corpses for money. Anyways, that's a whole other story for a whole other time. And I did partially talk about it on my channel. You can find it in the "I'm sick, let's get into it" live stream. To Coldfire saying that I'm bisexual and I don't like a lot of the LGBTQ plus community. That's not what I'm saying. What we're talking about is the fact that you're signaling out somebody's sexuality is putting into question because if you make a statement that you're okay with the community, you're okay with all these people, but you're signaling out someone from that community based on their sexuality, that should put into question and should discredit your statement that you say that you're into that you're okay with somebody being that way. It would be, for example, like it would be me saying here publicly that I'm okay with Suki being a trans woman, but then behind the scenes or on Kiwi Farms, I say, oh, trans people deserve to be executed on a cross. This is going to get taken out of context, I'm sure. That
Oh yeah, especially by RTU or
yeah,
Triton.
or both. Well, no, Trey hates trans people in general because he's a douchebag, which is really funny because no trans person would ever touch him anyhow. The last time he felt the touch of a woman was his mother. Anyways.
Not even.
Ugh.
His
Anyways,
mother didn't want to touch him.
Let's see. Both are bad. Someone try justifying it. What? Oh my god. Why are we talking about that? That's not the point. I don't want to talk about dead bodies and having sex with them. I don't want to talk
You know what
about
the worst part is?
Here-
You know they say.
Go ahead, Suki.
You know they
Here's
say
what-
how a face.
Go ahead, Suki,
Sorry,
and then
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Jay. Suki, you're first.
So you know the saying, a face only a mother can love. He doesn't even have that.
Hold up. He's felt it.
the thing that we're trying to the whole point that we're trying to get across is as follows. You could be gay, you could be bi, you could be transgender, and it does not matter ultimately if you're a good person. Nobody cares. Now, if you're a terrible person and you're doing stupid shit, like if he was actually doing the things that he was accused of doing, then it's a different story.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, being bi does not add any context to this individual story. Obviously he's banging these girls and apparently doing a very good job.
It's like the only thing, like Cutcast again talked about it. The only thing that he's bad that I did somewhat agree with is that he's a selfish lover and he doesn't care about his lovers in that aspect. And that is true. And he admits that. And that I do think he should work on. I do believe that when you have sex with your partner, it should be both parties enjoy it, not just one party enjoys it. Both parties should enjoy the activity, because that is it's not just for procreation, it's a bonding moment. One of my youth pastors taught it to me like this: when you're having sex with your partner, you're not just procreating, you're bonding yourself with that individual. So if you two are not enjoying it, you're bonding yourself on a bad situation, because then you're building this kind of resentment inside the solder. It's like having gaps in a soldering weld when you're soldering, saying, a wire together. If there's gaps in it, which would be the parts that you don't enjoy, both sides, over time, it's going to cause that soldering weld to become weak. And eventually, it's going to fracture and break. And when it does, bad things happen. Kind of like this. Hence why I say that I somewhat agree with your opinion that he brought it on himself, because I do believe he should have been a little more attentive to his partner's wants and needs. However, it's also understandable that he did want to go out to the woods with her tied up and having sex with her, where the police could walk by and see that. It's understandable. But I think there's also a possibility that maybe a compromise could have been made. Then again, I don't know her, so I don't know if he maybe attempted to negotiate something and she just went, no, it has to be this or nothing. Death Dad Gaming.
Yeah, although I don't think you would want to know her.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, thank you. Death Dad Gaming says not to be a troll this time around, because he was trolling me the whole damn time. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about someone's sex life. It's none of my business, and it's not my problem. Agreed. Hellfire goes,
Exactly.
I understand that way of putting it because I'm a welder. He actually has training in being a welder, so that's why I use that terminology, because it worked perfectly. So now that we've done that, let's get on with the video.
One is that he was incredibly rough during sex and would be asked to stop and wouldn't, or he would let up for a while and then he would become aggressive again. Tom's video goes over numerous receipts with the girl in question in which she was clearly the initiator of rough sex.
On June 7th, she texts me and says, I'm excited to get fucked borderline domestic violently. At one point in the interview, she states that one time I was angry at my ex-girlfriend, and that the next time we had sex, I was particularly aggressive. This is a very strange thing to accuse me of, given that on October 13th, Rowan says, verbatim, sometimes I want to fight you just so you be more angry when you fuck me. She clarifies, saying, I do like that though, even without the fighting.
The other allegation was that he was really into CNC and he would kind of push that on people. If you don't know what CNC...
So he doesn't explain it here because it's understandable. It goes consent/non-consent. And that's also known as rape play. In the kink community, because people in the fucking community decided that I needed to know this, originally it was called rape play, which is horrible. So they changed it to consent/non-consent. And what that essentially means is that, like the whole making fun of the woods pounding thing, that is a particular type of fantasy where it's a part of masochism that you enjoy suffering. So there's some partners that have rape fantasies. They want their partner to pretend like they're raping them, but they're not, because they want to feel helpless, because that's part of how they get off. And sometimes it can be brought on by certain traumas or certain things that happen to them in life that cause them to feel this way. Others is because they want to experience a thrill, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. If that makes sense. At least I hope that makes sense. What do you think, Suki? What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I like similar stuff, but I think stuff like that is a little too far.
Like Kofire said, it's like getting high on drugs, essentially. It's like getting the high from doing drugs or riding a roller coaster, something like that. That instant hit of adrenaline rush, and then it slowly evaporates. What do you think, Jay?
I think that women are crazy. God damn. Modern women.
Jay's gonna become gay by the time the stream is over with. I will be the first man in history to turn somebody gay by showing them YouTube videos on a live stream.
No. I've been married for 10 years. I have zero interest.
Men becoming gay after returning from war.
Fair enough.
Oh
God.
I've been married for this year will actually be my 11th year being married to the
Congratulations.
same woman. Yeah, we have a child together, but if we weren't together, I'm telling you, I would never get married, and would probably be similar to Turkey Tom, where I'd find someone, play with them for a little bit, and then get rid of them. Like, yeah, that's all you need.
For me, I like the idea of traditional marriage and family. In traditional, the aspect of getting married and having children, and that's about it. Because I understand economically and personally, I was raised in the idea that men and women are equal, and not just from like a biblical standpoint, but from the context of the Constitution of the United States, that all men are created equal, and that all women are created equal in the aspect that all of us are equal in the eyes of the law and should be treated that way. And I believe that, in my personal opinion, that I should work with my partner work with me to make it happen. Because it takes two to tango. It takes me and my partner to have a child. It takes me and her to raise that child. So we need to put equal effort. One of my other pastors, his name is Tony Ashmore, fantastic human being, said it like this: when it comes to marriage, you two are expected to put 110% in every single day. And the days when you go down, your partner will need to put in more. He's like, there's days where my wife put in extra hard work when the days that I went down, and the days that she went down, I put in extra hard work, because that's what a relationship requires, that you two come together in the middle and work together to make it happen. And unfortunately, in my opinion, Tom has not found that partner, and I don't know if he even wishes to have that kind of partner. Def Dad Gaming goes, well, biblically, the man and the woman are parts to be made whole. Yes, like I said, two halves making a whole. Like again, the line I use: takes two to tango. But anyways, man, I feel like a genius and a retard at the same time. I didn't know it was possible.
Is, I'm not going to explain it to you because I don't want to do that. But much like the first allegation, he has screenshot after screenshot showing that she was the initiator of this type of thing. And what's more, he was generally pretty hesitant to engage with that.
Quote, thing is so hot. I never did that before. You should tie me up next time. My response to this is consensual sex is good. And she says, you know what I meant by that. I don't know what to call it. So from the very first interaction we have, she calls our sex for some reason, saying how hot it is, to which I clarify that it was consensual, and she says, I know what you mean.
Another allegation is that Turkey Tom would film Rowan without her consent on numerous occasions during sex. I caught some flack in my original video for saying it seemed like there was implied consent, given the fact that there was open discussion about the filming of these events between the two of them. That's something we already knew. I understand how the term implied.
A whole bunch of people on Twitter and some even in the original YouTube video comment. That's a great face I paused it on, by the way. We're telling him that he was wrong and that he doesn't understand what consent is and that he shouldn't cover the video, that he's retarded. I think there was one I saw that may have gotten deleted where they told him to kill himself because he believed that revenge porn or something like that was perfectly fine.
No, it's not fine either way. Like, again, rules for thee, not for me. That doesn't fly.
No, none of it fucking flies. And telling somebody to kill themselves doesn't fucking fly either. So hopefully whoever that person is in fucking prison. Like, in my opinion, should be in prison for that. That's just my opinion. Does Suki want to add anything, or do we want to continue on while I get the screenshot?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say.
Fair enough. Let's continue.
Consent can sound a little bit like a scary guy trying to ignore obvious non-consensual situations thing, and that does happen, but there is implied consent in every single adult relationship you've ever had in your life, and that certainly seemed to be
Oh, you know what? Now I just remember this, because his response to me was kind of interesting, but a fair point. During the live stream, you can find it. He read my comment where I said, because he had stopped at the phone call part, and we're talking, cut to the camera of him looking, just him and the audience over the top. And he was talking, he was asking our opinions. I put it down, I said, basically from my standpoint, I may be paraphrasing it, I believe that he was an innocent man that was drugged to the mud by women who were seeking clout. And he goes, and he said, you know what's so bad is that a lot of narcissistic men who are real rapists say that. But in this context, that statement holds true. And
I don't like the way he phrased that.
To be fair, there is a lot of abusive men who do use that phrase, who do say that stuff. To be fair, that is a common thing. It only takes like 5 minutes to find a whole bunch of men who have been accused and convicted of this stuff. R. Kelly, for example, who said that. But R. Kelly committed those crimes. The evidence proved it. So it's understandable to make that statement. But in this context, my statement rang true. He is an innocent man who got drugged to the mud by women who wanted clout.
Exactly. Wholeheartedly.
So that's why I wasn't offended by the way he responded to it, because it's understandable. These are very serious, as it is. Even though we've made tons of jokes and talked about his big dick a lot, these are serious allegations. Sexual abuse, sexual assault, rape are serious allegations that should be taken
ultimately
seriously.
ruin his career. Yeah.
Yeah, not just ruin his career, ruin his entire life. His entire life would be over. He wouldn't really be able to work anywhere. No one on YouTube would watch him, because why the fuck would you support a rapist? Like, that don't make any sense. And he would prove himself to be a massive fucking hypocrite. As he did state, if it was all true and he did those things, the people he talked about who committed those same crimes, he would be no better. That he would look worse, because then it's the pot calling the kettle black. I think that's how the phrase goes, anyways. Does Suki want to add anything?
No, I agree with you.
Jay, you got anything you want to add to that, or you want to continue?
Let's continue.
All right.
case there. Really what I was saying was it seems like there's open communication about the filming of these events. Turns out, spoiler alert, I was correct. Not only was Rowan fully aware and communicating about the filming of these events, she encouraged Turkey Tom to get meta glasses for the express purpose of filming sex.
I have never recorded any sexual encounter without explicit consent. As a matter of fact, with Rowan, she was the one who initiated the idea of filming sex acts in the first place. On Tuesday, August 19th, after 3 months of knowing each other and being sexually active, Rowan texted me saying, "You should get those meta glasses when you crack me." I responded by saying, "For what?" And she answers again, "Cracking time," alluding to me filming her with the glasses onboard camera.
So not only was she aware and consenting to the filming of these activities, she was the fucking director of photography for this thing. She was picking lenses and shit. She was pulling the old Kanye West and outfitting the dick with a GoPro. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Outfitting the dick with a GoPro.
She had to make sure it has a wide angle lens so she could remember how massive it was.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Death Dad Gaming goes, in my opinion, people convicted of sexual crimes should be delegated to physical labor jobs for the rest of their lives away from social influence. I fully agree with that. 100%. Fully agree with that. I don't see a single problem with that statement.
Nope.
The unanimous decision from the board is that Def Dad Gaming got a great comment in. So here's some coat clap. Let's continue.
Premier subscription for the color grading process. And apparently she did share some compromising footage of Turkey Tom with the very Kiwi Farms people she was sharing this story with.
Days after I broke up with her, she, without my consent, sent the only image she has of us having sex to the owner of Kiwi Farms. Here, listen to him describe it.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was like censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it, but you can,
Yes.
I can tell the desk, like his computer is moved onto the table, but I can still see like the monster is like on the cozy that's like on the table, like in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk.
So she seems to be kind of proud of her work to some degree. I mean, at this point, I'm waiting for the Turkey Tom Big White Cock. At this point, I'm waiting for the Turkey Tom Big White Cock Snyder cut. And I'm not...
I forgot about those portions.
You just can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. Nobody. This is why I say God has a sense of humor. If people ever wonder why, I'm going to point to this video and be like, this is why I say that. He drinks Monster Energy drinks.
Hey, Monster Energy drink is good.
Not with Turkey Tom's big white dick. Oh. This is me. I'm looking more and more homo with each moment I cover this. I'm never gonna beat the I like femboy allegations with this fucking content. I'm never beating those allegations. Fuck.
Did someone say you like femboys?
Yeah, 8-Bit Eric said on his live stream. As soon as I joined, he literally said, "I'm the leader of the fucking femboy nation." And I was like, what?
Wow.
The fuck I am? I'm like, my audience are horror nights, not femboys, asshole.
It's fucking hilarious.
Motherfucker. That's his payback for all the thumbnails I did of him. That's his payback. Let's continue.
About circumcision. I'm talking about a cinematic experience. The other allegation was that he was really into age play. I kind of disregarded this one even in my first video because the strongest evidence they had towards that was that he gave her Hello Kitty gifts. Hello Kitty memorabilia, which I feel like is pretty absurd. Doesn't really need to be explained. I come from a large family. Like I have nieces, nephews, cousins, stuff like that. I know way more
Clearly, he
adults
just doesn't know
than
anything
kids
about women.
who are into Hello Kitty stuff. So as I said before, from the get-go, I kind of disregarded that one.
What he's saying there is like he knows people that because there's some people I know that love Hello Kitty. So what he's saying there's because remember she said that she talked about how that was another proof that he hated her was because he was sending her shit that she didn't like. So he's saying like most women he knows loves Hello Kitty. So the fact that she showed that she liked Hello Kitty and he sent her Hello Kitty like makes no fucking sense. As to proving that he's an abusive partner. A lot of it's him going, well, that made no sense, that made no sense, that made no sense. Because he's digging through the stupid allegations and showing how it could easily be dismissed without Turkey Tom's video, and then going through some of the other major allegations. If you're a leader of the Finn Boys, then angry slug in his face. Oh God, no! Fuck you, gaming. Fuck you, Death Dad Gaming. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know I hate Slug with a passion. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And then finally, in my view, the big one is an actual allegation of textbook essay. Here's that allegation now. I will say off the bat, something that was weird about the allegation was it didn't really lead the pack. I think it came after the Tom is bisexual allegations, if I remember correctly. It was kind of buried in the middle of a bunch of other stuff, and it was conveyed through a screenshot conversation between the accuser and her roommate, asking the roommate for a testimony. The roommate says, Rowan shared with me one evening that during sexual transactions with Thomas, she would vocally exclaim that he was being too aggressive and that he was hurting her and that he would disregard what she was saying and proceed to engage with the transaction, even after she pleaded for him to stop because she was in pain. I also remember there was a mention of bleeding due to such intense aggression during such transactions. I said in my original video that Tom needs to address this allegation specifically, explicitly, and either confirm or deny it. And he did. He fully denied it. What's more, he also provided a timeline of events to bolster his claims.
Now that I've gone through a lot of our messages, I think it's pertinent that we get into the month of October. This is the month that Rowan has publicly claimed that there was one specific incident that occurred during which she asked me to stop having sex with her, and I did not. To be perfectly clear, this never happened.
All of his evidence combined with the fact that this allegation didn't even lead the pack, it was buried amongst a bunch of other much less important stuff, really puts me pretty solidly on his side here. Tom also addresses a lot of other weird inconsistencies that he says are lies, things that I pointed out in my original video as being odd and making no sense. Mind you, I will say, if you've not seen my original video on this, this was not like a these are lying whores type video. This was a very, I'm taking the facts as they come to me, and some of this logic isn't adding up. I didn't draw any conclusions as to why that was, but Tom's side of the story is putting a lot of those pieces together.
That was like I said, a very neutral standpoint, about as neutral as you can get. I'm going to take the facts as you tell me, the story that you're telling me, and these are the facts that you have, the evidence that you have, and I'm going to try and put together the story as you're telling it to me to try and understand what's happening. Because his idea, his video was, here's all the allegations in order of the least bad to worst bad with the evidence that backs it up. And in his original video, which we went over in the first live stream, he pointed out quite a bit of his kind of lacking evidence. And some of it just didn't make sense. Some of it was lacking logic. And as he just stated here, Turkey Tom showed why. Because they clearly manipulated the story to make them look better. Would you guys agree?
Oh, yeah, you can tell that 100%. This is just nothing more than revenge and clout chasing.
Very, very much so.
And this is the real nail in the coffin. We have this audio.
I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
Because you,
Really?
our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Okay.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
Oh, that still pisses me off.
Yep.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your
Man,
life.
just wants to fucking move on. Why can't you just
we can be in our own
fuck off?
corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
So going back to kind of how I started this video.
Right there. Why can't you just fuck off a cliff? I'm not even gonna be nice about it. Why can't you just fuck off a cliff, fuck off the Grand Canyon, get hit by a Boeing 727, and into shark-infested waters with freaking laser beams?
It should be. It should literally be a crime for women to falsely report someone for rape.
I agree fully. It should be a fucking crime. It legitimately should be a fucking crime. Falsely reporting anybody of committing sexual assault and violence like that should be a fucking crime. And perjury should be taken more fucking serious than it is. And perjury should have a wider range outside of the courtroom. Because people purge their fucking testimony and lie about their testimony almost all the fucking time at this goddamn point. It pisses me off. Innocent people get their lives ruined while the perpetrators get to fucking run off into the goddamn sunset as if they're the fucking heroes of the story. Bullshit. I'm waiting for Suki to throw out her weaponized autism.
Oh, don't worry. I'm waiting for the perfect moment.
Of course you are.
I just want to make my thesis here clear. It is my view that people who were excited about this allegation, who jumped on it right away because they had a vendetta against Tom, or because they were hungry for content, or because they just felt like they needed to get ahead of the situation and have some sort of strong hot take about it, all of those people are making things harder for real victims. The girl who is the accuser in this situation is making things harder for real victims. People like this should be shamed, okay? That is my view. I also think the good old boys over at Kiwi Farms in this instance are making things harder for victims. Yeah, YouTuber takes issue with Kiwi Farms. There's the headline of the century. I know. I do want to address that just briefly, though, since I kind of riled some of the Kiwi Farms people up. I got a number of tweets and comments calling me out for not knowing that the individual who conducted an interview with the two accusers was the owner of Kiwi Farms. This confused me. Got a lot of comments along the lines of, people are saying this is a well-researched video, but this clown didn't even know that Matt at the internet is the owner of Kiwi Farms. Bitch, what? Sorry I disrespected your little rat god king. Damn. People thought I had egg on my face because I referenced this individual as a YouTuber by the name of Matt at the internet. Brother, you want to know why I did that? Because to me, all you are is a 30,000 subscriber YouTube channel, okay? The gall of you to think it's even relevant, the fact that this guy owns Kiwi Farms. This shit's not about you, dude. What the hell? Anyway, if you want to go more in depth on Turkey Tom's response, I'd encourage you just to watch the response itself. You will have to hear him talk about his big white cock a fair amount, but, you know. Also, supposedly, the accusers are
more than a
drafting
fair
response
amount
as we speak, so if that's relevant.
I've looked somewhat into the response, and that's why, because they posted on Friday. That's why I didn't stream it Friday, because I didn't think their response was that relevant. Because all they said was that he was a liar, and they posted a few more screenshots out of context, claimed he was a liar, claimed that nobody's taking their side, and that they're actual victims, and that everybody hates them. It's just your typical, more narcissistic behavior.
Again, these are the people that give women a bad name. Like, why the dating game? Why men don't go to clubs all that much anymore? Because of crappy women like this. Because you've got to always protect your assets.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like women nowadays, whether it be normal trends, just don't have don't have good chances anymore because of people like this.
What is like? I agree with what Suki is saying there. That whether or not, if we're going to talk about trans women or biological women, or if we're talking about trans men or biological men, it's become a problem now that you can't just have a relationship anymore. It's now all about power dynamics. It's all about how much leverage can I get over on my partner? How much can I get away with not doing, or doing certain things to antagonize them or set them up in a certain way? It's now become it's become a game, but not a game of it's not Minecraft anymore. It's now fucking Call of Duty, Black Ops 1 in circa 2009, was in lobby on fucking Xbox Live.
No, you're thinking Modern Warfare 2, 2009.
Black Ops came out in 2010.
No, yeah, 2010.
It came out before 2010 because I graduated in 2008.
2009 to 2010.
Black Ops 1.
Because
Black Ops 1 was 2010, and then Modern Warfare 3 was 2011. Then Black Ops 2 was
oh, you're right.
Black Ops 2 was 2012.
I was thinking of the original Modern Warfare. It came out in 2007.
Let's see. Let's look it up. No, Siri, fuck off.
Yeah, Black Ops 10 was 2010.
Black Ops 1 come out. November 9th, 2010. So there you go. Now that very important thing was solved, that was totally relevant to the conversation at hand. The ultimate point here that should be made is that it's really just it's a problem. This is a problem that needs to be dealt with, and it ultimately starts with everybody, and I do mean everybody, taking accountability. We need to, as like my generation, which is Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and the next one coming up, all need to start taking accountability for our actions, for our behaviors. Suki never will because she has weaponized autism. No one will co-fire because he has weaponized autism.
I take accountability when I realize I've done something wrong, more so than most people my generation. When I have weaponized autism.
Of course you had to piss on my joke. You just had to piss on my joke. Just couldn't let it go.
I didn't piss. I didn't piss on it. I sharded on it. Much better.
No, you dickers on it. That's what happened.
No, that's not.
I was waiting for the right moment.
Again, that requires effort. Dickers is zero effort kind of guy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. My apologies. I'm sorry, Dickers. I know I forget that you're a total lazy bastard that didn't actually want to see your child in the hospital. I apologize. Ooh, he's talking about my kid. I now have to murder him and his entire family with my shotgun while I'm high on fucking weed. I'm also going to go fight ICE too, because that makes sense. Fighting federal officers that have more weapons than you, and better weapons than you, and more training than you. Makes total logical sense. Fucking idiot. Anyways, let's continue.
I'll talk about it. Till then, take care.
That's pretty much it. That's the video. Oh, hey, what did you know? Eric pops up, right? Watch for finishing up.
YouTube's creator economy has some pretty major...
So let me go back to the original video, because I said I wanted to read the comment to you. Oh, by the way, that's the predator I was talking about earlier that he exposed.
Oh.
She is, like I said, a terrible human being. And she's copyright struck him multiple times, by the way. Attempted to get YouTube to take his content down.
This is neither a pro...
So here's my comment, which he left a heart on, by the way. And this is ultimately what I felt like when he covered it. I thought this was a very well executed video because I've seen a lot of different coverage, but it's always biased either in favor of Tom or against him. So I appreciate your neutral standpoint and just attempting to see what the allegations actually are. This will make it so much easier to talk about what's happening with him, and you should definitely do a follow-up video on the situation if anything else comes to light. And that's where I stood on it.
Legit.
And honestly, that's pretty much it. That's the entire Turkey Tom situation, at least as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen anything else that has changed my mind or changed my opinion or swayed me in any other way. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I believe Turkey Tom is innocent. And the vast majority...
Not entirely innocent, because he more or less brought it on himself when you deal with mental illnesses like that. But for the most part, I think that he was trying to be what his partner wanted, but then he realized to a certain extent that he couldn't be what she wanted anymore. You know, he couldn't pretend to be something he's not. So then he left her, and when he left her, he opened up the door for these types of allegations.
Yeah, which, like in the text message we read, he acknowledged that that was a real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate that he went through that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. To that extent, it is what it is. So overall, I want to go ahead and get like a kind of read of the room here, at least before we end the live stream. I want to get a read of the room here and see. Oh man, we've been streaming for 3 hours. Holy shit! I intended this to be a short stream.
I think we had too much fun talking about dickers.
Yeah, and Turkey Tom's big white dickers.
That's all we did, talk about his big white cock.
Never beating those allegations. Anyways, so I want to just get a read of the room here before we end it. I just want to get a read of the room. I'll start with Jay, Dan, Suki, and then I'll give my opinion. So, Jay, what is your final opinion on the whole situation?
He needs to reevaluate who he seeks when it comes to relationships, and he needs to get some counseling because obviously this is going to put him through a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, I think that he is, for the most part, innocent because obviously there's some things he probably did that probably landed him in this way. But at the end of the day, he didn't rape her. He didn't do anything forcibly. If anything, she was the problem, not him.
That is a very respectable and agreeable opinion. Suki, you've seen the whole situation all the way through. You've been with me throughout the whole thing. What is your ultimate opinion on the situation with Turkey Tom?
I think he's innocent. I don't think he really wanted to bring this upon himself, really. He just wanted to be with a girl that he thought he liked, and she ended up being a level of crazy that he just could not handle in the end. I don't necessarily blame him for her doing all this. I think she's going. I think it's more on her for bringing this whole situation into making this whole situation a whole thing by trying to ruin his career just because he wouldn't be what she wants him to be. I don't think anyone should do this kind of stuff just because your partner in the end isn't a true match for you because they won't be what you want them to be.
I've got two opinions about it. And the first opinion is that everybody in this situation is a
dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're great.
I had to do it. I had to get that soundbite in there. Because that's a great soundbite. I had to get it in there. Now, my serious opinion on it. I think everybody seriously in the situation, like Killer J said, should be blamed for it. I think, personally, more so, Roland and Katie, who's the other woman, should both face charges for what they did. Because not only did they push back real victims, they made biological women look insane. They made people who deal with mental issues, serious mental problems like bipolar disorder, look like terrorists that need to be eliminated. And it's horrible because people who actually have those mental illnesses are now going to panic whenever they date somebody like Turkey Tom. Because now they're going to wonder if they're going to be content if they ever break up with that individual. Like now they get to live in that kind of horrible fear because of these people's stupid, irrational, and unreasonable behavior. Part of the reason why I agree with Suki on it, the part of the reason why I agree with Jay on his opinion, is because I do think Turkey Tom should reevaluate what he's actually looking for. He should take some time off from the dating scene, take some time off from. And I know I'm kind of speaking a bit of a hypocritical standpoint because I'm somebody who kept seeking to date people over and over again and blah, 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 fucking blah. But some harsh advice that was given to me by a friend of mine, and he's actually in the chat, funny enough. I'm not going to say who, though. Made a statement that you need to do some soul searching and really, in your heart, look and say, is this truly what I want? Is this truly who I need to be with? And it's something my a pastor of mine said to me is that when you're searching for a partner, you need to pray to the Father, pray to Christ, because Christ ultimately brings the person who you're supposed to be with in your life. Who you're supposed to be with, Christ will bring that person to you. But you need to ask him to bring that person. And he will give you the signs that says, hey, this is the person for you. This is the person I picked for you. Like no one else, this is it. You wanted that person. You asked for that person. Here you go. And I think Turkey Tom should do that. I think Turkey Tom should get into church. He should surround himself with a support group that will help him. I do think he needs to get therapy as well. And not because he's crazy or insane, but to help him learn more about himself and understand himself better, especially because he literally had to expose all his private secrets to the fucking world. As funny as it is to joke about having a big white dick and this and that and the other, I mean, honestly, besides the douchebags like on Rumble, for example, Andrew Tate, like to talk about their dicks. Oh, dickers. They like to talk about their dicks and whatnot. Most guys like me and Jay, for example, we don't want to talk about that shit. I personally don't like discussing my private parts. I don't want people to know about that shit. I didn't like that I had to go to multiple doctors to have a hernia that was in my nutsack checked. I didn't enjoy that. Not one part of me enjoyed every moment of that. Knowing that I not only had a serious injury, but that serious injury could have killed me. And knowing that it was in one of the most dangerous parts of my body makes it even worse. Like, I was in one of the most horrible situations fucking possible. I didn't enjoy that, and I still don't enjoy talking about that. The only reason I bring it up is because I sympathize with Turkey Tom in that aspect of feeling uncomfortable, because I felt extremely uncomfortable. And I didn't have a choice. And to me, I feel like he didn't have a choice but to go through the uncomfortable situation. And part of it is because he did bring it on himself. And that's ultimately like my opinion. Maybe I'm just an insane maniac like Dinkers. Or maybe I'm just a cool guy like Eric. I don't know. Who knows? Overall, Jay, how do you feel about the show?
That's pretty fun. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Would you ever want to come back on the show?
Sure. Maybe not quite so late, but sure.
Normally, I do not host this show late like this. At this time, I would have long since been logged off and doing other stuff. But circumstances are circumstances for me. There's only so much I can do about that.
Well, we can't help when we derailed the conversation into a massive train wreck greater than the likes of the U.S. has ever seen.
That rivals that of the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm going to pay for that one too, probably. But anyways.
The worst part is that he played old Call of Duty back then, meaning on the 360, meaning that if you played like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, or Black Ops 1 or whatnot, you could have been in a lobby with him.
That is a. Anyways, I'm not going to think about that. I don't have time. Instead, I'm going to get ready to take my little nappy ass off to bed. So, any final words? Anything you want to say to the audience before you guys head out?
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you follow me here on Kick. Make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me Facebook, Twitter. Join my Discord server. And Suki, you got anything you want to say?
Give 100 subs and we'll continue the stream for another 10 hours.
Yeah, no, the fuck we're not. We're ending.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay. I'm going there.